like this, we woke up. Get ready. Let's go, baby. 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
And away we go from South Florida.
Third down.
Hard Rock Stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got Sheeta, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water stand. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocoa on this, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, Tua throw it, go fed. Big Mike with the route, O-line looking style. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, fins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. Gotta celebrate with the bottle. Dalvin's about to win the dang ring. Grind and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. They kind of boy one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, Dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Fans out of this world, we the new EP. Defense doing magic, make your QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hit that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah!
Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. MCJB.
The whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowin' when to go with fits. So we knowin' when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say 2 from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some Checo, custom with some darkness colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, and the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on the investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke.
Falling down on the sidelines.
Help is on the way.
Telling the fans, help is on the way.
808 cost
MCJB.
Hey, Khalid, slap that boot.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Going crazy about the fiends, so we really about to win. Jalen Waddle too fast, he Mozart with the dash. Clocking in, it's 2 a time, I was running through the line. 305 all day, ready now, we gonna play. Spitting on the beat, you better watch out for the fins. We going to the Super Bowl and really gonna win. 3 from Miami, Dolphins here to stay. Best be ready, cause we not just here to play. Cheater with the catch, do it, throw it, go fetch. Big Mike with the route, old line looking stout. Aqua orange all day, 305 every day. Fins up, have a blast, defense, make them crash. 2 with the ball, wide receiver gonna catch it. Jalen with the touchdown, Waddle with it. Baker with the hit stick, like he had a mind. Byron next, you know they both clamp guards. Fins up. Fins up.
Mic check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phinsaholics Show. I'm your host, Batman2423. Make sure you hit the like button as you come into the room. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a heads up. Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me loud and clear. Just want to make sure everybody can hear me loud and clear. Don't sound too buffered. Again, like I know I was on Steven's. Shout out to Steven D for the shout out for coming on Clock Blockers this morning. But much love to everybody. I know everybody, you know, the long intro. And listen, I'm cooking up 2 more videos right now for intros. We're gonna update the intros with some new videos. But yeah, give me a thumbs up. All right, Ladino, appreciate it. Mudbone in the house with Trucker Sean, Dravius. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Appreciate everybody for real. Yeah, like I said, as a student, hoping when Steven is done with the show with Clock Blockers, people jump in. We're gonna do a panel show. We're not gonna go on too long today. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I haven't seen y'all like in about 2 weeks, so I know that some of y'all obviously have the opportunity to see me or hear me on Twitter. Normally, you know, once I would say roughly once no, almost every day every day during the week. But much love to everybody, man. Fins up. Obviously, we had training camp come in. For those of you who haven't been listening to me, haven't been able to see me or hear me on any other social media, a lot has transpired since camp opened up for the fans. Basically, I've seen a lot of Mike White in person. I think he solidified himself to that point to be QB2 behind Tua. I know Skylar Thompson today has had a great day. Tua had a 2 touchdown day, 2 interception day himself. But nonetheless, though, I think we're gonna have a very good, solid game this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, where we're gonna see a battle between Skylar and Mike White. From what I'm hearing, it should be a dress rehearsal for Tua. We all expect that, but there's rumors circulating within the fan base that we will see a Skylar and Mike White, Skylar starting, Mike White ending the game. I think the Dolphins are trying to figure out who should be QB2 labeled as far as the QB2. So there's a battle going on. But yeah, Skylar had a hell of a day today. I mean, I'll take that back. Not a hell of a day, but he had a couple good plays today. He had 1 long touchdown. So great things to hear from Skylar. Dalvin Cook. I know it's a topic of Dalvin Cook is a situation where obviously everybody heard me about 4 months ago. Yeah, he had 2 pick sixes today, Manny, as far as Tua. He also had 2 touchdowns. Now, that being said, Dalvin Cook, I know I came out and said, I was talking about Dalvin Cook about 5 months ago, and I said if he was released by the Vikings, it would be a 99.6% chance he would sign with the Miami Dolphins. I have said that. Obviously being able to come around and talk to his family on a personal talk to his direct family and talk to him for a few seconds a couple of months back. Everything has transpired, and obviously he has chosen to go to the New York Jets. Dolphins Twitter, for the most part, has gone on a rampage going against Greer. I can understand the frustration building within our fan base as far as what we wanted. We wanted Dalvin. I know a lot of people are trying to deflect now and say, hey, he was more of a luxury, when I disagree with that statement. I believe Dalvin is a hell of a player. He's a top 6 running back in the league. And unfortunately, he ended up deciding to side with the rivals in the AFC East with the New York Jets, taking an $8.6 million deal. He has 1.7 in incentives, so it was technically a 7, I believe it was a 7.1, $7.2 million 1-year deal. And the rest would be an incentive base for Dalvin. I don't think Miami came to the table properly. I'll be honest with you. And by the way, I am going to play the Tua presser that he played. I have it loaded up already. I'm just going to, just going with the intro real quick. But yeah, I've been, for the last month, I want to say last 4 weeks, I've been saying this over and over and over again. This hypothetical that the Miami Dolphins offered Dalvin a $4.5 million deal, I believe is completely false. I kept saying it. I don't hear anybody that anybody respectable within the Dolphins organization or anybody that covers the Dolphins come out with realistic that 4.5 million that people speak of that Miami apparently offered Dalvin. Now, I kept saying, I don't think this 4.5 is real. I think Miami really did lowball him. It wouldn't surprise me if Miami offered him anything between 2.5 and 4 million. And from what I've been with all accounts, from what I've heard from his family, was he was completely disrespected by whatever offer the Miami Dolphins gave him. Therefore, not saying 4.5 isn't bad, wasn't what he was looking for, but if you offer this man less than 4, that is disrespectful. And that ties into what the family has been telling me. So I put 2 and 2 together, and then reports came out after he signed, or he got the car, he accepted the deal by the Jets. We heard the Dolphins didn't even offer 4 million for this guy. Apparently the offer was anything between 3 and 4. You're talking about premier running back in the league. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Oh, he's 28. He'll be 29 when the league year starts, or he's 27. He'll be 28. You don't pay running backs that. That narrative, that stupid narrative that people were putting out there that we're betting against ourselves, is completely stupid, false, and that's a false narrative. The man ended up signing for more than what we all expected or wanted him to sign for, and he got it from the rivals, the New York Jets. Now, I'm not trying to panic. I'm not trying to hit the panic button. I'm not trying to say, hey, sound the alarm. We're in trouble. Like, hey, watch out. Be careful. Like, no. I think the Dolphins have a decent running back room. I won't say it's a world mover. I think A-Chain, we expect a lot from A-Chain. We have been seeing flashes of A-Chain, and I think A-Chain can step up. We don't know when. If that's going to be week 6, week 5, he gets the starting role. He's going to get carries, of course, within his offense. You are dealing with an injury-prone running back room. Morster and Jeff Wilson, your top 2 guys, have not shown to be able to play a full season since they've been in the league. And neither one of them have been able to rush for over 1,000. And I don't care what anybody says as far as, they don't command that type of running back in Miami. It's a running back by committee, and we could share the running back room. Yeah, that's fine. That's how you feel about it. But if you want to have a running back that's going to be showcased, and you want him to be able to give us something in the later months of December where we're trying to make a playoff push, or even go in the playoffs. I mean, I don't care what you say, but Buffalo struggled against our run game. And it happened with Chase Edmonds. He scored like 2 touchdowns in that game at the beginning of the year. Morster was tearing up the Buffalo Bills defense apart. And Salvon Ahmed, when he came in with opportunity with limited snaps against Buffalo, he'd tear their ass apart too. So at the end of the day, man, I believe this run game, a solid run game, could help Miami in the playoff push, or even against a team like Buffalo, or most teams in the league, if we're making a playoff run. So, it is frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It was frustrating to see him go, but hey, you move forward. It's not a panic time. It's not fire Greer. Been hearing stupid narratives that McDaniel and Greer are at it. They're fighting, and there's conflict within the team between the two, and they can't come to decisions on the running back room, and players in the locker room and staff they're using the Brian Flores narrative against McDaniel. And I guarantee you this is coming from somebody that didn't want Brian Flores fired, that wanted Brian Flores here. And maybe it's a Brian Flores burner account, for all we know, putting out these false rumors. But at the end of the day, McDaniel's here to stay. Greer's here to stay. Ross, for the current moment, he is he's still the owner of the team. And we got to cheer for this team. Do we want the O-line to get fixed? Hell yeah, I think we all do. Is it going to get fixed? Probably not. But that's the facts. We have a great team. I think we have a Super Bowl caliber team. I think we have what it takes to make a run into the playoffs. We can get to the AFC Championship. We can make some noise. Football's about a lot of luck. Football takes, you build the team, you put it together, you put a coaching staff together. Like Lewis says, players got to play, though. But you still need a whole hell lot of luck. And hopefully the Dolphins can have some of that luck on their side this year with injuries. It's an NFL. It's a barbaric league. People get hurt every day. But it happens, man. Dalvin Cook went to the Jets. Now we got to go to the new agenda, and that is signing the man, Christian Wilkins. A lot of haters in the community. Christian don't deserve to get paid. Christian don't deserve to get his money. Christian don't deserve shit. He doesn't get sacks. I've heard the stupid narratives from other YouTubes. I've heard them. And you can cry wolf. The man's going to get paid. Christian Wilkins has, since last week, he sat a couple practices. McDaniel came out to the microphone today, basically told everybody Wilkins has not been showing up. We're working on a contract. We're trying to get a long-term deal done. I wonder what the haters got to say. And wait till Wilkins signs on the dotted line. I'm coming at the neck at all those haters that we're talking about. This man don't deserve to get paid. The same way that a lot of people put faith. And again, I've had faith in Tua since he came in to the team. The same way we said McDaniel was gonna change Tua around and this offense was gonna look phenomenal with the weapons, and Tua had what it takes to get it done. I'm saying, why can't Fangio do that with Christian Wilkins as far as getting to the quarterback? You're talking about a defensive tackle that always has to drop back and cover guys and run after guys behind the line of scrimmage because you don't have a competent linebacker unit. Well, hey, we brought in David Long. AVG looks like he's taking a step forward. He got an interception today. Aubrey Miller, undrafted guy, looks pretty good. The guy everybody hated, Channing Tindall, coming around the corner, looking good. So now all of a sudden our linebacker room looks pretty good. Christian Wilkins could pin his ears back and attack the quarterback. Hopefully. But if he does, why can't we put that trust and effort with Wilkins thinking he could get a double-digit sack year? The man has the pressures. The man has the tackle for losses. Yeah, 16.5 last year, I think? I'm not sure. But 16.5, I think, is the number. Why can't he get the sacks? I think he can. But a lot of people in this fan base, they're just delusional. You didn't want to give Tua an opportunity. You put a coach around them that was going to make him succeed, and Tua did. Now you put a coach around Wilkins, not only Wilkins, but the entire defense. You got if he's getting guys like Noah to be somewhat relevant. We're talking about a guy that wasn't going to be in the league possibly a year from now. And he's making a guy like Noah be relevant out there and look like a decent corner. Not saying he's going to be great or a world mover, but he's making Noah look relevant. And we know what he can do with linebackers because we know what Fangio does with linebackers, and he increases, that play goes up high, and he makes these guys believe in themselves. I think he's doing that a hell of a job right now with Tindall and AVG. Look at this defensive line. Agba's back. Agba got a sack today. Jalen Phillips got 3 sacks today. Zach Zeeler is playing himself out of Miami because he's balling out right now. And Christian Wilkins is going to get you double-digit sacks. I don't care. Listen, if anybody wants to bet on it, listen, Batman, when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, has never lost a bet. So you want to put a bet on it that this man will have a double-digit sack year? Bring it. I'm telling you right now, Wilkins on this team, on this defense, with all the weapons we have all around them, with all the guys we have around them, Wilkins is going to cause havoc. And you know what? You want to do a checkmate move? The Jets get Dalvin Cook. Christian Wilkins comes to the negotiation table today because Greer was at practice today. Wilkins was at practice, but was not participating in some of the 11-on-11s and stuff like that. Apparently, he did drills. That's what I was told. But he was present. If I'm Christian Wilkins and I'm sitting with McDaniel today, tomorrow, or this weekend, and we're talking numbers, him and his agent and Greer, I said, listen, you want to solve that issue that you got over there in New York? Dalvin went over there. You know what I bring to the table? You know what I bring to the run stop game? Get it done. Get me that contract. I'll take care of that little problem you have in New York. That $8.6 million problem that you have potentially now in New York with Dalvin Cook. I'll take care of that little problem, Greer. Get me my money. The man has already done what he needs to do. I understand people want to cry about the sacks. I understand people want to bitch and complain about the sacks. But the man, besides the sacks, the man has done everything for this goddamn team. I don't care what you say. He's been our most productive player we've had since he's been here. He's healthy. But yet, there's idiots in the damn community that want to trade him and see what you can get. What you're going to get? A first-round pick? Now you got to put your trust in Greer to be able to draft a defensive tackle with that pick that's actually going to be good enough, and pray and hope that he gets to there, or trade Wilkins right now at the trading deadline so we can get something for him so we don't lose him. Yeah, that's pretty stupid when we're going for a Super Bowl run. See, a lot of these idiots that we have in our community and talk about trade and let them play out, y'all are really stupid. You're going to trade the most consistent, and I'll say consistent, talking about health. He comes every day with his work shovel. He comes in, gets the job done. He does things on offense. He does things on defense. He does things for the entire Dolphins team, his teammates, the organization, the community. Does everything he's supposed to do, but the sacks. But y'all want to bitch and complain. Y'all say this man don't deserve his money because his counterparts are getting sacks. The same way you said, the same way, I'm going to put it out there. The same way that we weren't able to get and see and showcase Tua for what he was prior to this season in the systems he was in here in Miami with the three different offensive coordinators. If you put Fangio with Christian Wilkins, that's going to unlock Christian Wilkins to another level. I could care less if he's 27, 28 years old. That's going to put Christian Wilkins to another level, and it's going to increase his play, and you're going to get a double-digit sack a year from Wilkins. Again, I'll read the comment section. Anybody want to challenge me? I have never lost the Dolphins bet. I'm 6 for 6. Anybody want to come at me? Let me know. Double-digit sacks for Wilkins. Let's do it. It's morphin' time. Let's go, Wilkins. Now, that being said, I'm going to open up the panel. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to play the Tua. I haven't heard it myself. I'm going to hear it with y'all. So I'm intrigued to see what Tua had to say. But again, McDaniel came on the presser today, and he was talking about Wilkins. Basically, Miami Dolphins and him are trying to get a contract done, trying to get something done together. So hopefully we could get some. If we get some news about Wilkins within the hour or this today, I mean, hey, listen, I'll be here. And if I'm not, I'm jumping on with y'all. Because I'm really intrigued by what the situation is going on right now with Christian Wilkins. Hey, we were talking about, I said maybe he took the week off last week because he was trying to take, some family out to Disney World for the weekend. Kids going back to school last week, going back to school this week, and some kids going back to school on Monday. So I thought he was just taking some time off to be with family, but apparently it's not so. Apparently it's what some of us thought was he is mad and he wants his money. And the Dolphins have come out today and say he deserves it. He deserves his money, and he's gonna get it. We're getting shit done. We're getting shit done with Wilkins. So I'm just hoping it gets done so we can move forward. I always said once Dalvin Cook decides where he wants to go, whether it's here or somewhere else, the domino effect will start to take place. The minute Dalvin Cook went, the domino effect is starting to take form. It's starting to shape itself a bit. Wilkins is the agenda. Wilkins needs to get done. You want to extend Connor Williams, free up some more money. And if you want to bring in some more assets for depth as far as the defensive line, you can. If you want to bring in another linebacker, you can. If you want to bring in another offensive lineman, you can, which I'm hoping. Look, I'm holding on hope for the offensive line. Again, we have hella play. Listen, I know I shit on Eichenberg every time I get a chance. Every time I get an opportunity, I shit on Eichenberg. I have more hope on Austin Jackson, but I shit on Eichenberg when I get an opportunity. It's fun. But Eichenberg, he went from shit to trash, or the other way around. He went from trash to shit. So he's getting better. I know I'm going to rub people the wrong way when I say that, but hey, the man is improving. He's trying. Okay. That is the key word. He's trying. So Eichenberg is trying to be the third string guard on this team, and I hope he stays there. You've had elevated play from Isaiah Wynn. You've had elevated play from Robert Jones. You've had great play from Dan Feeney. Obviously, we know Terron Armstead returning to the offensive line has been great. What's up, Fred? We've had Austin Jackson's sightings. Austin Jackson apparently is not looking too bad. Let's just be patient. I know that's what I've been told. Let's be patient. The Miami Dolphins will be getting another offensive lineman. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm being told. Shit is worse than trash. So yeah, he went from shit to trash then. As far as Eichenberg. So yeah, let's roll the tape. Let's roll the Tua tape. I'm gonna drop the link right now. I'm gonna drop the link. I want y'all to jump in. Again, I'm going to play this Tua vid that he did a presser not too long ago. I believe it was a little bit ago. I'm going to play it. I'm going to have you guys coming in as we go. We could pause it as we go, and we could chop it up. But again, I'm going to play a presser. If you can, ladies and gentlemen, please come in with the mute button. If I will be pausing it. It's not too long. I think it's only 9 minutes. I mean, what else you got to ask Tua? Yeah, we know you're going to kill it. Go win as a Super Bowl. Have a great day, Tua. What else are they going to ask Tua? Nothing needs to be said. Nothing needs to be asked about Tua. He knows what he has to do, despite having the two pick sixes today. But he had 2 touchdowns to do in the red zone. But yeah, drop the link. Let's roll the tape. Let's show it out. And again, we'll chop it up. We'll be able to chop it up. I see you guys coming in through the background right now. Just give me a few. Let's roll this Tua tape. Let's see what the man has to say. And give me a thumbs up if you do hear it in the comments section. everybody. Appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you hear it, all right?
The other Bama guys as well. Christian Harris, Henry To'oto'o, Will Anderson. It was good. A good alumni kind of deal. And we got a good amount of Alabama guys on our team as well.
Let me know if y'all hear it.
Like fairly the same. Offense 2, I think defense 2 as well. Or offense 3. We got Lester Cotton and Jalen Waddle. So, but other than that, it was really cool to see him, talk it up with them.
Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear it.
Doing good. So it's cool. Yeah, how cool is that, huh? That was really cool. I was about to say something I probably never should have said that he told me, but yeah, it was really cool. It's okay, you can't. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Everything's disclosed here, huh?
To last week.
Yep.
When you were asked about Maui, it was just beginning to happen.
Yeah.
You were unaware, but now that you've had time, how closely are you following that situation?
Yeah, definitely following it a lot closer. I didn't understand the magnitude of how big the fires and whatnot we're going to get. Our thoughts and prayers are it goes out to the families. I have a couple friends that live on Maui, that spend a lot of time on Oahu because they have work on Oahu and they go back and forth to their families. But just a lot of prayers and thoughts going out to those families out there.
That's right. A lot of prayers, man. I'm going through hell.
Yeah, it makes it tough going into playing other teams because you've been practicing against them OTAs. You've been practicing a good amount of with against them in camp, and it's things that they do that sort of make you second guess yourself on certain throws and the timing of things. Every team's different, and it's like clean slate. You gotta figure out what this team does. They don't do necessarily what like our team does. Maybe sometimes situationally they could, but it's just the mind game of that. And so that's all it was. Yeah. When you look at this offense, do you think some of it is pieces, defense, maybe experimentation? Yeah, I think we're trying to put a lot more stress on our guys in the back end with our motions and understanding what to do play wise. There's a lot of things that we got going on this year that Mike's wanting to try for our guys, and trying to see who does what the best and try to go from there. So that's really all it is. Operation is always going to be a key for us to just get in the huddle, get the play call, get out so that we can see everything, get our guys going, and then play. Can you explain what was on the first interception? I think it's what I've done best is looking guys off and no looking throws into holes like that. I talked to Christian Harris, buddy, Alabama, and told me that, dude, you did that so much to us last year that I was like, okay, just trust my drop in this area. And he's like, I'm not falling for it. And that's basically what happened. So it's good play for him. And that too, the mind game of that is like, wow, I never thought that you'd figure that out, that piece of the game out. So that kudos to him. And then on that last one, that, man, I wish I could have had that one back. But that one I was trying to maneuver someone, and it didn't work out with one of the receivers, and that was the only place to ditch the ball. I probably should have just sailed it to the ground, but it's a good play. It's a good play by him.
Got a few minutes left. It's like
that's exactly what happened.
2-3 minutes.
They showed inside leverage on Tyreek, then they jumped outside leverage, got Tyreek a little stuck, just had to progress. Mm-hmm. Whatever Mike has in plan, whatever he has in store, I'm ready. Whether I play this week, whether I play next week, whatever he decides. Whether I don't play, I don't know.
That Paul, read the private chat.
Last week too. So it's really up to Mike. You know, matter any which way you spin it for him. I got you, but no. You know, it's like it makes sense. I understand what you're saying to me, but no. I'm like, all right, thanks. So
last year, it seemed at times like it was tough getting your play calling in.
Yeah.
Just got long play calls. Right?
Correct.
I asked him about it last week. He said we're still the same play calls. I've shortened. He's just counting on you being better versed with them to be able to get it out and into your.
Correct.
Is that? Would you like to see it trimmed down a little bit?
Well, I would say it's a blessing and a curse because you do want all these indicators because it sort of tells us what the defense is in and whatnot. So, but then to that point, it's, you know, the clock's going down and it's long. And I would say the thing is we like for us in the quarterback room, there's sometimes where you just have to memorize the play where when it's coming in, you're like, okay, you're saying it while he's like not even finishing it.
From this year to last year, have you gotten to that point where you hear it, you know, and you don't have to?
Well, I would say yes and no. It's a little tough. I can give you guys a play, and then if you guys want to repeat it after me, as if you guys were in the huddle, you guys can. All right. Should I go once or twice saying it? Once? All right. We got North Right Clamp, South Fox, H Top, Pass 38, Top Gun, XP Sweat. Let's go. Anyone? Yeah, sounds like a pre-snap penalty to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Just to run this and this, you know?
I know Pete is probably he's hating this right now.
I'm cracking up, man. This is ridiculous.
He has to explain why they're getting penalized.
It's amazing. You see no quarterback showing that type of charisma. No quarterback showing that type of charisma.
It's amazing how far Tua has come. It's amazing.
Exactly. But what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
What's up, Batman? And you know what? That's
what's up,
great.
Batman?
What's up,
That is
Alex,
what's
Cap
going on,
Live,
everybody.
Pete, Big Nick, Fred, and Papa Paul. What's going on, everybody? And everybody in the comment section.
I think it's crazy they don't sell those
on the
red jerseys,
side.
man. I think they're missing out on millions of dollars by not promoting those red jerseys.
I'm so happy for this kid. It's just amazing how far he's come.
You know what's funny, Big Nick, because he put it in the Big Nick he was talking about the red jerseys, everybody that's listening. And it's funny because you're right, Big Nick. You're right. They could capitalize on these red jerseys if they sold them.
Because if you look, the one has the aqua trim.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The quarterbacks get the stitching on their jerseys. The other players just have just like an iron number. The quarterbacks have the stitching on their actual jersey. So it's like you said, it's noticeable when in that interview with Tua, you do see the stitching on the number one. But yeah,
but I've never now maybe we're jumping the shark because me personally, maybe you guys have. I've never seen the quarterback do the podium in the red jersey. Maybe you guys have, but I haven't. Maybe we're jumping the shark. Maybe they're getting ready to say, "Hey, have you seen it?"
First time I noticed it, to be honest.
Yeah. See, maybe we're jumping the shark.
I mean, I've seen it in the past. I think Tannehill used to do it too when he was here.
I think I've seen it before. It's not something you pick up on a whole lot because you're not paying attention to what they're wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Batman, you seen the FIU Vice City jerseys?
Yeah, very nice. Let me see if I can pull it up and so you guys can see it.
Nice, right? They look good.
Let's keep the conversation going. I'm gonna pull up those jerseys. They look nice.
Yeah, while we're doing that, I just want to address one thing that was in the YouTube chat. Somebody said, and I think that person knows who it is. Somebody says you're going to pay Wilkins no, you're promoting a run stopper in a passing league, something to that effect, right? And how many yards did Josh Jacobs? How many yards did Saquon? How many yards did Dalvin Cook? How many yards did even the guy in Tennessee? All these guys, how many yards did they have last year in this passing league?
No. Listen to what Fangio says. Fangio says the analytics about running the ball.
We had a guy. We had a guy almost 900 yards rushing, and he was probably 40th, 50th in the league in rushing last year.
Yeah, Fangio's telling you the analytics that the running game is not dying. They just know how to defend it better. But that crap about the running game not being sufficient is a lie. The running game is still valuable.
Hey, I want to be clear. I'm going to show this video. It's called For the 305 that FIU put. I'm a big UM. I'm a UM guy. I'm just putting out this video just to see.
We South Florida guys.
We South Florida, but I am a UM guy. I want everybody to.
And you're a Laker. And you're a Laker.
We're all Laker fans. Remember that. We're
No,
all Laker
no.
fans.
Yeah.
We're all
Lakers.
All right, but let me show the video.
How
Hey,
dare
listen,
you?
listen, they're marketing again. Miami Dolphins need to take a little bit off the page of a college school, of a university down here in South Florida, and market themselves. Even if they want to keep with the same jerseys, they got to do something like this. You know, we see teams across the NFL do it. But yeah, let me show y'all. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week that they put it out. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I doubt you could hear it, but if you can.
I hear it.
I hear it.
The Canes are slipping, bro.
Again, they are copying the Miami Heat, but hey, the jerseys look nice though. Oh, 305 on the helmet. That is a shot at UM, though. That's the only thing I don't like.
That's a shot at UM, bro. UM need to tighten up, bro.
It's a shot at UM. But yeah, that is a shot at UM.
Man, y'all tripping. UM got the camouflage. UM got the camouflage uniforms. UM got the black first, the black already. So they just catching up to the U. Okay, they got the Miami Vice colors. Okay, but they just catching up to the U. Don't I like to see UM out there, them camis, man. Stop it.
But Big Nick, you gotta be honest. That 305 on the helmet, I mean, that's a shot at the U,
dope,
man.
That's dope. That's dope.
I know, but it's a shot at the U. That's a shot at the U.
Yeah, it is.
And that's coming from a 954 guy. So yeah, that is pretty nice.
But no, nice uniforms. Listen, Miami Dolphins, whether they do the orange jersey, whether they do the gray jersey, whether they do a black jersey, of Miami Vice, maybe for a Sunday night game, that would look menacing. But I just want an alternate. I don't care what color it is. I want an alternate. I want to get one. I mean, I know
the only thing will beat the 305 on the jersey if the U put this on the jersey. I mean, on the helmet. That like with the hands, with the actual hands doing it.
Why they don't put Sebastian, bro? Why don't they just put Sebastian for once?
Because Sebastian ain't the same badass like he was in the 80s and 90s, man. He just don't have that same allure like he used to.
They need to bring him back, though.
Well, we got to win. We got to beat that team again.
That's true.
But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about the Wilkins. I'm intrigued. I want to get everybody's opinion. I'm gonna start with Alex.
Batman, I'm hearing the hype, bro. I'm hearing the trade talks already, bro.
There ain't no trade talks. Ain't nobody putting out trade talks out there besides TD, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They're not gonna trade. Hold on. They're not gonna trade the most consistent guy they've had. He shows up to work. What he does for the team, they're not gonna trade this guy. And McDaniel and Greer have come out already and basically told you, listen, whether we like to hear it or not. Okay, because I don't like to hear when McDaniel and Greer tell us that the offensive line looks good. I don't like when McDaniel and Greer tell me that the running back room looks good. Those are things I don't like to hear, but we got to eat it, right? If McDaniel and Greer are telling you we're trying to get something done long-term right now and we're in talks right now to get it done, you got to believe it. So you don't have to like it. So at that point, yeah, go ahead.
And Batman, you got to read the room, right? Chris Greer took over a franchise. This man put this franchise in the hands of Chris Greer the first time ever he had the opportunity to be the head of the franchise. And his first pick, the first pick of the rebuild that he made when he was officially in charge, you don't think this man is going to keep that player?
I agree. But let's start. What's going on, Ron? I haven't heard from you in a long time, Ron. I'll get to you right now, Pete. Let's go around the room. Let's go with Alex. Alex, is make it nice and sweet. Don't give me an hour paragraph so everybody can give a little intake, and we could chop it up amongst ourselves. What do you think about this Christian Wilkins thing? Him holding out the last couple of practices, not practicing today, contract getting done. What's your opinion?
Well, you got to get it done, man. You know, I like Christian Wilkins, and he's the heart and soul of this team. If you don't get it done, it sends a bad message to the locker room, and which is ridiculous. So, you know, you got to get it done. Pay the man what he's worth. You know, he's well liked in the locker room. So, give him what he's worth, bro. And again, it's not all about sacks, bro. It's not all about sacks. Okay. You know, runs. There's three phases. There's, you know, pass, run, stop. You know, and pressures. You know, this man does everything for this team.
Right.
So,
if you look at the DDW breakdown he did last month, he does not apply pressures or get sacks. I mean, I agree. He's a great run stopper. I'm not taking that away, but what you're saying is the complete opposite of the breakdown DDW did on Wilkins.
Okay.
Well, I think you being a little overboard. Said he don't apply pressures. He may not be a pressure leader, but Christian
DDW did the breakdown of the top 5 guys in his position, and he ranks last.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have 30 pressures.
He said he don't.
Okay,
but of the top 5 guys in his position, he's probably in the top 3 in the other 3 positions.
Hey, can I go?
Yes, he's dominant.
I'll get you right now. Let's go with Cap. Cap, hold on, Fred. Okay. Let's go in order. Cap, what's your opinion on him holding out the last couple of days? And ultimately, you know, he's in. What do you think? You're saying he gets traded, Cap?
Nah, I think it's just it's pretty much protocol. I mean, he doesn't want to play anymore during the camp, which a lot of these guys that are holding out don't even show up to camp. So, you know, he's showing up, but he's just not participating. I just think like it's about time you just get rid of the situation, sign him if you really want him, solidify the front, do what you got to do. Even if you're going to franchise tag him, just do something because right now he doesn't have a contract.
Okay, what about you, Pete? How do you feel about it?
I got a feeling they're waiting because they could use him as a trade capital, and I believe they're gonna have to trade him for a real deal.
If you put the transition,
I don't know.
Hang on, Cap. Hang on.
If we go out there and maybe trade him to the Lions, let's say for a Panay Sewell, will you guys be mad?
Yes.
We're regressing a little bit on defense, but we're upgrading the offense. Our offseason this so far has been concerns offensively, bro. I actually think someone like Vic Fangio could actually help elevate a younger guy. We just need offensive help, man. And I've been telling y'all this entire offseason. Forget defense. We need to focus on offense, and we failed to do that and address that. And it's hurting us right now. So yeah, use Christian Wilkins as a trade to solidify this offensive line somehow, some way.
Yeah, it's just a bad message.
Let's go. Hang on. Let's go to. I'm gonna go to Big Nick right now. I just want to welcome MCJB first. What's going on, MCJB? Welcome.
What's up? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's up,
you look like you just got out the gym, man. You're relaxing those muscles.
Yeah. Hey, who the heck is that?
Who's that?
Somebody's making some bacon, I guess, in the fridge.
Somebody got a muffin going on there.
Somebody's baking cookies in the oven. Big Nick. How do you feel about the situation?
I'm going to touch on Wilkins right now, but real quick, I just want to ask you a question. Was the Miami Dolphins the top 3 offense in NFL last year, and did we lose anybody of significance off of that top 3 offense?
Offense, we're top 6.
Top 6. Did we lose anybody of significance off that top 6 offense?
If I don't consider Gesicki a big threat, but besides
if Sherfield ends up being a starter, that might be something, but I don't really think anything massive.
I will say this: Gesicki was still the best thing we had in our tight end room, but that's it.
Right, but he's not going to make us go from number 6 to number 24, right?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Okay. So on Wilkins, you know, my favorite word is optimistic, and I'm Mr. Positive over here. So I'm gonna go with the standpoint that Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, Christian Wilkins, and his agent all sat down and said, you know what, we got you, man. Just chill out. Don't push it too hard. We need you for the regular season. So, you know, we got you, though. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. We're going to go to Fred right now, but everybody is welcome, Von Joe. What's up, Von Joe?
Yo. What's up, Von Joe?
BJ.
What's up, Fred? What's up, Von Joe?
Let's go to Fred. Fred, what's your opinion? Wilkins holding out last couple of practices, and do you think something gets done?
Well, Wilkins holding out, man. He's been coming there, but not participating. I understand that. We need to go ahead and sign this man, just because, he's solid up front, man. Christian Wilkins is solid. He doesn't get hurt, man. And I think, he lacks in sacks. He doesn't get most sacks, but not too many of those defensive tackles that are getting that money. You don't see them 20, 30 yards downfield, man, hustling to the ball. You know what I mean? He shows me a lot in that right there, man. He shows me a lot in that right there. Can easily strip a running back just hustling, getting downfield. Yes, go ahead and pay the man.
Okay.
That's where I am with it. That's where I am with it, Batman.
Let's go with Cap for life. Cap. Oh no, we already went with Cap. So we went around the board. Let's go to MCJB. Yeah.
Hey, Batman.
He didn't ask BJ.
Hey, JB. Sorry about that, JB, man. That was some guy flying down the street, JB. Sorry about the noise, bro.
MCJB don't like loud noises. He told me.
All right, man.
MCJB, talk to us. How do you feel about Wilkins, bro? You think he's him holding out practice, and does he get signed hopefully this week? What do you think?
I hope he gets signed this week, man. I think we need him in our interior D line still. He's a big factor of our D line. So yeah, I hope the Dolphins make the right move.
Okay, and what about you? Vonjo slipped. So let's all talk about
Vonjo's scared.
it.
I'm catching up to him in the way.
I know. Vonjo. He doesn't like to be showed out.
Up, man. I'm here waiting 24/7.
But MCJB, listen, I always tell the story. That day Vonjo met me, and he met Ralph, he met Giselle, he met everybody in Orlando. He came to meet up. Vonjo walked through the door, and he had to go through the door sideways. He couldn't even go because he's a big guy. He looks like Luke Ferrigno. He really does.
He looked like a. He looked like. I want to say this so bad, but
the Hulk. He looks like the Hulk.
he looked like an Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't. Anyway.
CJB, Jesus.
What was that? What was his favorite linebacker's name from last year? What was his favorite linebacker?
Landon Roberts.
Landon Roberts.
That's who he looks like. That's who he looks like. He looks like Landon Roberts.
He's devastated we don't have a Landon Roberts. Where did he go to? He went to the Steelers, right? He went to the Steelers. I think.
Where did he go? With the Steelers.
The Steelers. All right, let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Too, man.
But there you. Look, but he'll sign with the Steelers because of the type of defense they run.
My thing with Wilkins, everything I've said, you guys know it. The thing with Wilkins with me is a lot of people think we could lose him, and we still have people on the team that could basically jump in line and take over at least the production. We're not gonna have too much loss in production, which I believe that's completely false. I understand that like Bones said, wrong. Don't upgrade the offense to Pete's take as far as getting an offensive lineman. And listen, we have more money invested in the defense. I think when I saw compared to the NFL, what we pay our offense and what we pay our defense, we're in the top 10, I believe, in the defense as far as what we pay. And in our offense, we're not even remotely close. I think we're in the high between 18 and 22, I think, when it comes to paying our offense. So yeah, we're not allocating the funds correctly, but I still don't mind paying the defense. Fangio, what he's going to be able to do with us, and again, everybody knows how I felt about the current guy we had. I'm not going to even mention his name. But we brought in a Vic Fangio, and he's going to elevate the play. Look, we're seeing it. Noah, a guy that I think 99% of this fan base didn't think he was going to be anything of significance to this team for this year. And Noah is showing signs of life. I love to see that. You have another guy. You have guys like undrafted guys from last year that are stepping up. Drawing a blank right now. Number 32, not McKinley. What's the other? Coleman, right?
Justin Coleman.
No, is it Justin? No, it's not Justin Coleman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. Yeah, my bad.
It's not Justin Coleman. You're making up names, bro.
Elijah Campbell.
Elijah Campbell, 22. Elijah Campbell stepping up. He's balling. I love to see that. You got guys, Cater Kohu, broken hand last year, played 8 games with a broken hand. He still finished. He ranked high as far as rookies last year. I think it was number 3 in rookies as far as the cornerback position. And we're going to have a healthy version of him. Brandon Jones coming back. that's going to elevate the play of Javon Holland. He doesn't have to.
How do you know
babysit
we're
this
gonna
year.
have a healthy Cater when he missed practice today, already injured, Batman?
People have been getting injured left and right, Pete, but there's been minor stuff besides, the situation with Ramsey. Everybody else has been nicked up and banged up, and they'll be back by start of the season, maybe even next week. But you guys like Waddle that I don't expect this week. You got guys like Cam Smith. He's still showing up to practice, but we heard he was gonna be out for like 2 to 3 weeks, and he's back at practice already. So you just gotta be patient. I mean, shout out to Canes. I see Canes in the comment section. But yeah, man. I mean, look, I think it's gonna get done, and it's gonna send a message to the Dolphins team, guys that have been drafted, guys like Waddle, Tua, Javon, Brandon Jones, Robert Hunt, guys that are gonna be looking up for a contract soon. They got to see that the Dolphins pay their own. I understand how y'all feel about giving him the money that hypothetically he wants. But I think the money's going to be somewhere around 88 million, 66 guaranteed for Wilkins. That's just, I've been on that number for the last 4 months, and I'm still sticking to it. 88, 66 guaranteed. You break it down however you want, whether it's a 3 or 4 year deal. That's the number I see. 88, 66 guaranteed. Let's talk about it. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, that's a reasonable number, honestly. Because, like I said, it'll be catastrophic if he's not back with the team. Because if he's not signed by week 1 of the regular season, I expect the deal to get done before the start of the regular season. But if he's not, then that will be catastrophic if he does not get a deal done by the start of the regular season. So, but that's a realistic number, Batman.
I also think it's a realistic number, man. You got to look at, man. Out of all the people Greered and drafted, here's a guy, man. He's drafted, man. That's just hadn't done anything but trend upward, man. Upwards, gotten stronger every year, man. And he'll be even stronger this year, man. Hopefully he gets signed, man. And I hate to lose him, man. I hate to lose him.
I hear you.
For God's sake,
I'm responding to a text. Give me a second. Continue talking. I'll be right back.
He's getting paid a lot of freaking money, and he's not half as good as Christian Wilkins is, because Christian Wilkins is way by a mile better than Ed Oliver.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm starting to think now. This guy's not signed, and there's a reason why he's not signed at all. And that reason to me, I'm starting to believe.
Pete. Stop. He's under contract. He is signed.
Well,
he's under contract.
Well, you know what I mean. He hasn't gotten a long-term deal. And the reason why he hasn't gotten that long-term deal, I'm starting to believe Vic Fangio probably feels he could work without him. Remember, Vic Fangio has control. If Vic Fangio comes out and says, sign this guy because I need him in the building right now, I believe they would have got it done. But I think Vic Fangio is probably going over his head. He probably could believe that he could work without Wilkins, whether he's right or wrong. But he's just trying to make a statement right now. That's just firmly what I honestly believe at the moment. It makes no sense when he's not signed yet.
Well, no, you don't have to go that aspect. You don't have to go that route with Pete. This is the route we should be going with Pete. This is the route we should be going with Pete. Wait. This is the route we should go with Pete when he says stuff like that. The Miami Dolphins were not Vic Fangio's only job offer. Wasn't. Vic Fangio knew Christian.
What does that got to do with what I said, Big Nick? What does that got to do with what I said?
He knew how the Dolphins already felt about Christian Wilkins.
No, he did not.
The job. Oh, okay.
No,
There's no hope.
Let me say this. Can I say this, man? I think Greer ought to.
Christian Wilkins is an elite player. So how can he do? I'm sorry, Fred. I apologize, bud.
Go ahead.
Pete, Vic Fangio said Javon Holland's an All-Pro and Christian Wilkins is an elite defensive tackle right now. So how is he going to sit there and say, I feel I could do better without Christian Wilkins? When he sat there and praised Christian Wilkins.
Based on what they have to pay him. It's not worth it. He's going to utilize and use them on this contract. I believe we're not going to extend them. And when we don't extend them, it's going to be because Vic Fangio decided he could work without him next year.
Why take the job?
Why take the job?
And you know what? I think Chris Greer
Because he's the
needs to
highest
step
paid
in.
defensive coordinator in the league.
I think Chris Greer just needs to step in and be like, I don't give a shit what Fangio say. I don't give a shit what McMichael say. I drafted this dude right here. He hasn't done anything but trend upward since he's been here. I got to give him his money.
And that's where you'll screw up, Fred. Going after somebody because you drafted him instead of using a 40-year-old coach.
But he's been solid.
He's no good.
Pete, he's been solid since he's been here, bro.
Man, we don't have to have this kind of show, buddy. We don't have to have this kind of show, man.
He's the top 10.
It's not about being solid. It's not about being solid, Fred.
It is, Pete. Yes, it is, Pete.
Okay. Then are we talking about paying him solid money? Or are we talking about paying him all pro type money here? Because this is what's going on. It's all pro type, huge extension deals that everybody wants to talk about. And he's not that. He's never gotten an all pro.
So is Ed Oliver an elite defensive tackle because an all pro tackle because he got the money, he got the bag?
No. Ed Oliver is not no all pro defensive tackle, bro. He's struggling against the run. He's struggling against the run and and rushing the passer.
Batman. Maybe you know this because I heard this stat about a week ago. If you take away sacks from the defensive line class of Christian Wilkins, if you take away the sack production, who's been the best defensive lineman out of that draft?
Why do you got to take things away to try to make somebody feel good?
Because you only use one thing to elevate them to be the best. You only use one thing to elevate them to be the best. I say take away that one thing because, Pete, if you take away that one thing that you measure them to be the best by, there's other categories. They're not nowhere near Christian Wilkins in those other categories. Nowhere near.
Okay, that's like saying a defensive back doesn't get any interceptions.
No, that's like
and
saying,
all he does is get deflections.
That's like
he's
saying,
not going to get paid like a top corner.
That's like
he's
saying,
only deflecting balls.
No, that's like saying
picks.
That's like saying that $20,000 Concorde flight only gets you there. It doesn't serve you anything. It doesn't give you drinks. It doesn't give you a pillow. It doesn't give you a recliner.
All you're doing
it only
is
gets
deflecting and taking
it
away
only
a part of the game that matters. And that's not right. These guys
That's
get
not the
paid
only part that matters.
for production and sacks. Yes, it does.
Pete. The only reason it matters to you is because chicks dig the long ball, and the NFL is going to market those things. Those things happen once every 9 plays. A quarterback pressure, a quarterback hurry happens every freaking pass play almost. That's why.
But this is the difference.
Because the league markets
ends the play.
The league markets that to you. The chicks dig the long ball.
We had
chicks dig the long ball.
And he still threw a touchdown.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Hey, everybody, real quick, let's welcome EM Dolphin fan. What's going on?
EM Dolphin fan. Money Mix
dig the long ball.
Perfect thing. He just said the perfect statement. Byron Jones got paid off in deflections. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, he never got.
And look where it ended. Was that a good deal? It was a catastrophic move. It got us nothing.
Jones is a different scenario.
It got
us
nothing.
Player.
You know, tell you the truth, man. You could have. I think you could have got a safety that did just what Brandon Jones. I mean, not Brandon Jones. Just what Byron Jones did, and still gave him that money, man.
I hate that when the Dolphins signed it.
No, but don't say you hate it now. Don't say you hate it now and try to use that against me, Alex. You're being, you know, that makes no sense.
Who's the greatest cornerback? Who's the greatest cornerback to ever play in the NFL?
There's a lot of them.
Sanders,
Charles Woodson,
Deion Sanders,
Woodson, Deion Sanders, Champ Bailey.
Okay. Neither of them ever led the league in interceptions.
They're top of the league in there. Rob Woodson, they're top of the league in interceptions.
They never led the league in interceptions.
They got interceptions throughout their career.
Deion never came close to leading the league in interceptions. Deion never led the league in interceptions.
It doesn't matter. They got.
It don't matter for Deion, but it matters for Christian Wilkins.
and you're moving it. Yeah, they need to get sacks. He needs to get paid for production on sacks, forced fumbles. He gives it. You're worried about a hurry. Last year, I saw Justin Herbert get pressured in a hurry. He still threw a touchdown. How good did that work?
Hey, Pete.
How good did that work, Big Nick?
Dan Marino only threw for 5,000 yards once.
What's up?
Rushing
Dan Marino only threw for 5,000 yards once.
I don't know if this is the real EM Dolphin fan. EM Dolphin fan, Mayweather #1 fan. Is this the real EM or is this Estefan?
Dan Marino on the past 5,000 yards once.
Mic check. Who's this? Who's this coming up on the panel? Who's this? Who's this EM coming on here? Is EM Baller? Who is this? Oh man, we got.
That's Drew. That's Esther, ain't it, man?
I think it's Estefan. I know Estefan is always trolling. EM?
I thought y'all were canceling out the trolls. What happened?
I didn't say I'm canceling out the trolls.
Y'all said, well,
I didn't
there's
say
a
that.
lot of
That came out
gatekeeping
of
and
my
canceling going around.
Nah.
Hey, Pete, do we need to pay Connor
The
Williams?
trolls got to go, they say.
Pete, do we need to pay Connor Williams?
The negativity got to end. But look what we're getting. Y'all wanted the
Should
negativity to end, and look what we're getting in
should we
practice
pay-
for the last 15 days. How
Should
is the
we pay-
negativity
Pete,
ever going to end?
I'm not qualified enough to critique practice, Pete. Are you? I'm not qualified enough to critique practice.
That's your problem.
Come on,
I'm not qualified enough.
Practice makes perfect.
The practice of an
Doesn't that
NFL
make sense?
team.
Doesn't practice make perfect?
I get
Isn't
you,
that what that
Pete.
practice makes perfect?
I get what you mean. But let me ask you, Pete. You think Liam Eichenberg and Austin Jackson looking decent at practice is going to translate to them in the actual league year?
Why not?
No,
If they're showing
I
progression
think they
in
both need to
practice,
be
why
cut.
not? Why not?
I
They
think
can't
Jared
keep it
Armstead-
output.
Jared
They get
Armstead didn't
better
practice
overnight.
last year.
Wait, hold on. Batman asked me a question, and I'm talking to Batman.
Armstead didn't
Batman.
practice
Hold
last
on,
year.
Batman.
Pete,
That's like saying-
the Michael Jordan of the
Hey,
preseason,
Batman,
Jakeem
you heard
Grant.
what you
What did
just
he
said,
show you
right?
in the regular season? What did the Michael
Did you
Jordan
hear what
of
you
the
just
preseason
said, right,
show you?
Batman? Now I'm gonna say this. Didn't Mike
Batman, how did
McDaniel come
Allen
here to
Iverson
fix Tua?
practice?
Didn't Mike
How
McDaniel
did
come here
Allen
to fix
Iverson
Tua?
practice, Batman?
Pete, let me ask you a question. The Michael
I'm just
Jordan,
saying, didn't Mike
the
McDaniel come here to fix Tua because he was
the
trash?
Michael Jordan of the Dolphins
No.
team since in the last
No.
20 years, Jakeem Grant. What did he show you in preseason? He looked like he was the next superstar in the making in Tyreek Hill, but then the regular season comes around. What happens?
Well, he was an all-pro kick returner.
He was a kick returner, but as far as a receiver, Pete, was he that Tyreek Hill you said you thought he would be? Did he ever turn out to be? And he's the Michael
Hold on,
Jordan of the preseason.
The Dolphins had a player season in training camp. Albert Wilson was better than him in preseason training camp. He was a beast. If Jakeem was Michael Jordan, then who the hell was Albert Wilson? Don Shula?
Shout out to True Talk. Shout out to True Talk. A lot of people made fun of True Talk for wearing number 56 as a quarterback. And we had Pete's favorite quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, now with the Chargers, I believe. And he's wearing
the Lions.
The Lions. And he's wearing number 50 as a quarterback.
Why is he wearing 50? I don't get it.
Maybe he's a big fan of Olivier Vernon. We don't know.
Maybe he's.
He needs to come out and say why. He needs to come out and say
Remember
why
the Michigan quarterback that wore number 99?
Oh, for the Raiders?
The Michigan quarterback. No, the Michigan quarterback. He played for the University of Michigan for the Wolverines, and he wore number 99, 98, I think, number 98.
You know what? You just reminded me. Doesn't Tua remind you of that other quarterback that played? What was his name? Tulia.
I don't know. Was he?
Man,
I don't know. Did he have
remember
elite accuracy? Did he have elite accuracy and was had a winning record?
Man, what was that fill-in quarterback that was like?
Hey, what's up? Did he have a winning record?
Tuiasosopo,
yeah.
He kind of reminds
No, he didn't have a winning record. Tua don't remind.
Tua reminds me of.
No. Tua has a winning record.
He had a brother,
reminds
too.
you of him.
That's exactly
How does
what
that
Tua
remind you
reminds me of.
of
Tuiasosopo. He
But
plays
Tua
like
has
that.
a winning record. Tua has a winning record. How does he remind you of him?
Tuiasosopo went on a little hot run for a little bit for the
No,
Raiders.
Tua has
He
a
won like
winning
2 or 3
record.
games.
No, Tua is a winner. How does he remind you of him?
Ah, come on. Tua has a winning
It's
record
not a-
because of Brian Flores.
Mariota
His
got a Heisman,
defense.
right?
Wait. Excuse me, because of Brian Flores? The man
Because
who
of Brian
wanted to
Flores'
get rid
defense, yes.
because the man wanted to get rid of Tua?
Exactly.
No, because when he was playing with Tua, he won a lot of games with Flores.
Hey,
because of Flores'
he's won since high school.
elite
He's won
defense.
since high school.
I have to
He's
agree
won
with Pete
since
on
high
that.
school.
What competition is Hawaii? Hawaii probably has the worst competition in football in the whole entire United States. Let's be honest.
Oh wow, True Talk with
I
the
have to
biggest.
agree.
True
I have
Talk
to
with the
agree with
number
Pete
one
on that.
comment of the day. He said, "We want to bring Tua, but we have a high school O-line in front of him and a bunch of weapons that are either injury prone or like to hit people." Wow, True Talk, that's horrible.
Hey Pete. No hate, no hate. But there is a quarterback on our team that doesn't have a winning record in college or the NFL or probably high school.
Mike White.
And there's
Mike
one
White.
more. There's one more.
It's Mike
There's
White.
one more. There's one more.
It's Mike
What's
White.
the other name?
Yeah.
Skyler broke records in Kansas State, buddy. He was shredding records with his legs, all of his arm. It was beautiful.
I said a winning record. A winning record.
Oh, but look what he had to play around. Skyler would have been the
number
#1 overall pick. He played in Alabama.
Yeah, if he was good, but instead he played 6 years. Instead he played 6 years in Kansas State.
Hey,
except he played 6 years in Kansas State.
He would have played with Tua. He would have replaced Tua over there, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, but he played.
My God, did he just say that
Hey,
Skyler
Nick.
would have
Hey,
been
Nick.
the #1 overall pick if he
Hey,
played for
Nick.
Alabama?
Hey Nick, what is Tua's career win-loss record, bro?
Why is Batman off camera?
I'm laughing.
It's over 500.
Hey, bro.
Man, whatever it is, it's a winning.
Thing I've ever heard.
Okay,
I don't know off the top of my head, but he has a winning record in the NFL.
Does anybody up on the panel know? Batman, do you know Batman what Tua's career win-loss record is, bro?
In the NFL or
In the NFL.
Oh,
his last 4, he's 0-4. I'll tell you that much.
25, and let me look it up. It's whatever Flores record and plus what he had last year. Just add that.
He's 23 and 13. He's 10 games over 500.
So 25 and 15.
23 and 13.
23 and 13.
23 and 13.
Well, okay.
So in the hardest league in the world, with the best athletes on the planet, he's 10 games over 500.
Hold on, Nick. I wasn't finished. I'm gonna say, okay, that's for his career. I'll say during his career, man. I'm gonna say at least 5 games, man. That defense.
Who's the starter, Fred? Who's the starter, Fred?
What you mean? Who was the starter? When, Nick?
Those 5 games that the 5 games that you was about to say the defense probably won for him. Who was the starting quarterback?
Tua was the starting quarterback,
bro.
Okay.
That makes him a winner.
So what would that make his record? That would make his record like 23.
No, make his record 23 and 13.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to put this out. I was gonna say it on Stevens, but I think TD was on when I read this. Apparently, again, it's practice.
I do know what you're talking about.
I know a lot of people don't care
But
about
who's the
practice,
starter?
but since some people do care about
Let
practice.
that man talk.
Practice is everything, Batman. Y'all stop trying to say that.
Okay. So practice is everything, Pete. Let me throw you.
Armstead didn't practice last year.
Let me
Shut
throw
up
a
and let
practice.
that man
Let
talk.
me throw you a practice is everything to Pete. Let's put now Pete coming out here saying the Jets are going to win the division and they're better than the Dolphins by a landslide. Today, well, Aaron Rodgers got a little hurt. Was it Aaron Rodgers? No, Josh Allen. No, Aaron Rodgers got banged up yesterday on his second calf. Today, on 10 snaps with the offensive line, there was 6 sacks out of 10. Pete, I mean, their O-line is an issue. And
I know. I've been told the Jets fans, their offensive line is a huge concern, especially if Brown is not playing. If they don't have Brown, that thing could easily go south. I've told the Jets fans that. They're one injury away from being. The Jets are just like us. They're one injury away at a certain position to be back at the bottom. If they stay healthy, they can make a magical run easily.
Okay.
And if they stay healthy compared to us, they're better than us.
They're crazy,
that's what I'm trying. And that's another thing. That's what I'm like.
Crazy,
Seriously,
Pete.
quarterback, they're better. Running back, they're better. Receiver, the quarterback elevates them, and Tua is using less of Tyreek Hill and Waddle, so he regresses them. So it equals out in that department.
Pete, I want some of what you're smoking, Pete.
I don't. That shit.
Come on now, man. Let the guy go ahead and give his take, man.
Okay. I have a question for y'all. since whoever wanted Cook and we didn't get him, how about we go for Dalton Reisner for the offensive line?
That's my number one. I had that guy number one on my. Let me see if I can pull up my free agent list.
Papa, you know that the Jets still have enough capital to try to get a Dalton Reisner also? If they really wanted to screw with us?
I'm not talking about the Jets. I'm talking about us, Pete. I don't care about the freaking.
No, that was Cap. That was Pete. I'm just saying, like, you're talking about Reisner. I like Reisner also, but you have to be realizing that they're our competition. Like Reisner right now is a mercenary. He's not going to come just to come here.
So, Papa Paul, this is done. I want to say maybe February or March. And on my offense, as far as free agents, again, that's not going to be the
you guys bring up Reisner, but the Jets got more capital than us.
The Dalton Reisner was my offensive lineman I wanted to bring in. He was at $9.5 million prior to all this. Spotrac had him at that. And I wanted him here on a 4-year, $38 million deal. Obviously, that's not the price I think he's going to command with the market died down with money. 9.5, I don't even think it's the Jets. The Jets won't even offer 9.5. So his price has gone down. He is my number one target as far as the offensive line I had coming into the free agency. He's still available. He's liking a lot of. I know Pete and Cap are gonna cry about this, but just like Poyer, just like Dalvin, he is liking a lot of stuff that the Miami Dolphins are putting out there that they want, and he's liking it and he's retweeting it himself on his page. Whether he's using us for leverage.
Can I hop in here real quick before I gotta go?
Yeah, what's up, Esther?
I done heard enough of Pete and what's the other guy?
Cap.
Nah, I know Cap. The other guy.
Alex.
Fred, yeah.
Homer Fred. I'm joking. Now he loves the Dolphins. It's all good.
Esther, where the hell you been, bro?
What up, Esther?
Bro, I work. I don't have time to do shit. So I just wanted to get my thoughts. I kind of agree. I'm not saying 100% with some of the stuff Pete's saying. I just don't want us to get into a contract where it affects the development of the team for the next couple of years, the future, because look at what the Zeke contract did for the Cowboys. Had they not given a running back that kind of a contract, they would have actually been able to keep that top 2-3 offensive line. So I just don't. I hope they can figure it out to where, I don't know, maybe they can sign them for a year and then give them something down the line or whatever, or find a replacement, man. But you can't. The way our team is kind of filled out right now, man. I mean, we got all these young bucks coming up. If you can't do it, you just can't do it, and you just got to move on, man.
This is what Omar said.
But not at the
This is what Omar said. This is what Omar said. I don't know how much stock you guys put into Omar. I don't put a lot in it, but 50, I'm just saying. This is what Omar said. His sources around the league are telling him the reason Risner isn't signed as of yet because the game tape shows he's on the ground way too much.
I gotta go, fellas.
That's what Omar said.
Omar also said Jesse Davis was a hell of a lineman too. So
yeah, he did. He said Albert Wilson. He said Albert Wilson is a star. He did.
So I mean, when it comes to the offensive line, Omar, I don't want to hear from him. Maybe some other takes, but not offensive.
I don't take anything. I don't believe anything any sports broadcaster, sports analyst, sports writers say, because they love to cause controversy, because that's what brings people into reading their stuff.
Right.
Clickbait.
Right.
You know what it is,
like saying we should have traded Waddle and Tua and kept Devontae Parker.
Oh, crypto would be mad if he heard you.
No,
let's welcome Ian Baller. What's going on, Ian Baller?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing?
What's up, Baller?
How you doing?
Papa, it's funny you mention that because negativity sells.
Yes, it does.
That's the whole thing. Negativity sells. Yep.
Yes, I agree with you.
But the worst part about negativity is the lazy fan who refuses to do their own research and understand what their eyes are telling them. They take whatever these people say as gospel and they run with it. And because these are these guys' heroes, they're going to push that narrative. Even when you bat it down 1,000 times, they're still going to stick to it. So that's the bad part about negativity.
Some great points. Wallace Johnson said, I've been checking out a few O-lines during the preseason. I think we need to talk to the Raiders or Chiefs for some help. Just saying.
The Raiders O-line is not that good. Why were we talking with them?
Hey, and Batman, I know how you feel about the line. Backups. I know how you feel about the line, Batman. But
we helped the Raiders out last time. We gave them a whole line.
I could be a hypocrite. But everybody knows nobody pounds the table for the offensive line more than I do. But
Saturday,
I liked what I saw from Isaiah Wynn at left guard. I like what I saw from him. If the rumors and what I've seen in camp are true about Austin Jackson, I have a little bit of hope. I have a 10% hope. But I don't want to hit the panic button. Not yet. Not yet. We can't.
All right, Batman, I got a question for you.
Wait. Those two guys, Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg, played, I believe, a combined 40 snaps Saturday. 0 sacks, 0 pressure, 0 hurries. I'm just saying.
That's fine as long as they don't turn into a turnstile later in the season.
You're right. I'm just saying though, but nobody is talking about that. 40 combined snaps.
Welcome True Talk.
40 combined snaps, 0 sacks, 0 hurry, 0 pressure. Nobody's talking about that. I don't know what that means, but I'm just saying that's what happened.
Is this in camp?
That was Saturday in the preseason. Friday in the preseason game.
Hey, by the way, True Talk, I noticed that you switched your name to Dolphins Talk. You're all about Dolphins Talk now. What's going on?
Well, that was my name at first. My name's always been Dolphins Talk, but True Talk is what I go by. But Batman, I just came up here to say one thing real quick, right? It's just unbelievable to me where we started off, right, the beginning of the summer, talking about, or no, not even the summer, the beginning of free agency, talking about how we're going to get all these people, right? And then now we're over here talking about Dalton Risner.
Yeah.
Like a backup offensive lineman.
He wasn't a backup offensive lineman.
Like this is unbelievable.
This guy ranked.
Why do you guys hold fans accountable? Why do you hold fans accountable for the players on their wish list? Like, stop holding us accountable. So what if we wanted all these players?
Big Nick, nobody's holding you accountable. Nobody's holding you accountable at all. Nobody really cares whatsoever. But I'm saying is that it's just unbelievable to me where Chris Greer, if we don't make the playoffs or win a playoff game this year, he's going to get fired. And this is his job that he pretty much lost in this offseason right now. It's that simple. He lost his job right here.
Chris Greer lost his job because
he
of
lost
the offseason?
He lost his job.
I don't believe that.
He got fired. He's pretty much done.
Have you met your NFL? Have you met your owner? Well, not met him, but do you know who your owner is?
It doesn't matter. Respond to that. Alex, go ahead and respond to that, Alex. Chris Greer's fired already.
He's done. I mean, he screwed this offseason. It's over with. He better start putting in his resume on Indeed because he's done.
This man gave Philbin 4 years.
That hasn't even started yet.
This man gave Philbin an extension. This man gave Philbin an extension after a win. Philbin.
Yeah, after a meaningless win. So, hold on.
He's going to turn around. He's going to turn around. You think this man is going to fire your man that the NFL, well, people saying the NFL shall investigate because they're putting an unsafe work environment on the field just 4 years ago. You think this man is going to fire the man that's turned his team into one of the NFL juggernauts?
One of the best juggernauts that put up 3 points. That put up 3 points against the Falcons.
And so what? They didn't play 34 players.
Who cares? And if we're a juggernaut, we should be able to have depth. We don't have any depth. What are you talking about?
No team has depth like that, man.
This is all.
No team can make 34 players.
Where are they a juggernaut, Nick?
Where the guy you said Omar Kelly, bro.
Nick, where are they a juggernaut?
In my eyes, my heart. In my eyes,
if we don't win the playoff game this year, Chris Greer is gone. He's fired. He's repacking his stuff up from his office.
Is that okay with you, Fred?
Hold on.
No, that ain't okay with me, man. You see us as a juggernaut, bro.
Well, it gotta see
us as a
Who was that talking? Was that Mark, the Bills guy?
It's True Talk.
Hold on.
It's me that's saying that. Chris Greer is gone.
Real quick. I want to True Talk real quick. So, okay, True Talk. Here's the deal. If they do not make the playoffs this year, yes, I think Chris Greer gets fired. I do.
If they don't win a playoff game, he's fired.
I'm not done.
Doesn't matter if they make the playoffs.
I'm not done. if they do make the playoffs and lose in a heartbreaking fashion, he's not going to get fired. And
He's
McGinn
fired.
will be Brock
He's still
for
fired.
another year.
He's
Be
still
back for
fired.
another year. But come on, bro. For you to sit here and say he got fired before the season
He should start
started,
packing his bags right now because he's not a
They
clean
just
runner.
gave you the numbers yesterday, bro. The guy's been here for 7 years. What GM has had 7 years and doesn't make the playoffs or Super Bowl?
He's been here
He's
before.
had 4 years, Cap.
He's had 4.
Try again.
2016, he's been general manager.
Adams is 2 seasons.
You're gonna lose his
Flores
battle.
is 2 seasons. This is gonna be 2 seasons. That's 6 years.
He's been the general manager
How
for
long has he been
Miami
in charge?
since 2016.
You're gonna lose his battle every
Tannenbaum
time.
Bro, it's been GM since 2016. Jason Sarni told you yesterday.
You're gonna
But
lose
you
his
still
battle.
want
How
to
long
make
has he
the
been
time.
in charge?
Cap.
How long has
You
he
can
been in
move
charge?
the
Cap?
goalposts.
You're gonna lose
You
his
can
battle.
move
How long
the
has he been in
goalposts.
charge?
Cap.
Hey, hold up. Y'all can move the goalposts however
How long
y'all
has he
want.
been in charge?
The title for Chris Greer as general manager for the Miami Dolphins.
It's gone.
since
Sarni
He's
told you
fired.
yesterday.
It's gone.
Move the goalposts, move the needle, blame
Cap.
whatever, use whatever narrative you want to use. But Greer has
7
been general
years.
manager since 2016. And
So
to
we're
be
just gonna
exact,
forget. So we're just gonna
January
forget
4th,
about Mike Tannenbaum,
All right,
right?
all right,
That's the
all right,
We're
exact
going to
date.
forget about
January
Mike
4th,
Tannenbaum, right?
2016.
Hey, Batman, let me ask
He
you a question.
drafted
Batman, let me
Charles
ask you a
Harris.
question.
That was 2017. Do
Right.
your math on it.
We're gonna.
Yes.
Hold on,
Let me ask you a
hold on,
question,
I'm
Batman.
gonna break it down.
Batman,
I'm gonna
I
break
just
it
want to ask
down.
you a
I'm
question,
gonna
Batman.
hold on.
Tannenbaum was
Let
in
me
control
break
the
it down
entire
again for
season.
Cap for the 75th time because he.
Bro,
That's
Jason Sarni
170th
broke it
time.
down for you
I
yesterday.
don't
You just
care.
read it now, bro.
I don't care. You're
2017,
reading
he
off a
screwed the
paper.
pooch.
Don't read me
That
a
was
paper.
6 years
Don't
ago.
read me.
Do the math.
Don't read me off a paper. I'm gonna tell you the facts now. All right. The man had the title.
You're gonna call Jason Sarni a liar, Batman?
Let's get a fact where he hasn't.
You're gonna call Jason Sarni?
The man
Just let him finish.
heard until the
Let that man
right?
go, man. Let that man
Let's
go.
hear the
Go ahead,
facts.
Batman.
The man had a title of GM. That was his title, right? That's his title. That's GM. Cap.
You're gonna call Jason Sarni a liar?
All right, Cap. I'll put you in the back until I finish the statement. The man had the title of being a GM. He was a GM. That's what his title
Who made
was.
personnel decisions, Batman?
That's where I'm getting.
Oh, you about to go on the back next.
He's the personal decision. At the end of the day, Cap, you can scout who you want. You can tell me who we should draft. You can tell me who you want to get for this team. You could tell me you want to draft Xavier Howard. Ultimately, I make the final decision. And he didn't
Mike
have that
Tannenbaum.
power. Mike Tannenbaum. Ultimately, Greer did not have full power to the end of 2018. And going into that 2019 season is when Greer resumed complete power of the team, including.
Don't move too fast, Batman. Wait, you're forgetting an important component.
Well, Batman, it's been 5 years.
Who had
It's
say
been 5 years.
now
And we're still
once
stuck.
the players were picked, Mike Tannenbaum, who had say over the final roster during that tenure?
Mike Tannenbaum has final say.
Gates had final say over the roster.
That's correct.
No,
Gates did.
Gaze can
Yeah,
have
Gaze
input,
had-
but I don't think he would have a final say. Gaze.
Yeah, fine. That was an agreement. Tannenbaum was the president. He was over personnel, but Gates had power over the roster. Remember the coup?
That doesn't help Caps at all, even a little
Right.
bit, because that means that means Greer's at number 3 when it comes to decision making.
That's how you know Greer. Y'all didn't help Greer at all. Hold on, Big Nick. You're
Let's get
telling
Cap
me
back.
a general manager hired a first-time head coach
What's up,
to
Q?
run the show?
Bro, Batman,
This is
that's
ridiculous.
slimy, bro. You're gonna put me in the
Ross-
back
This is
to lie,
ridiculous.
bro?
Ross hired him.
Bro, you're really
Ross
gonna lie
hired
and put me
him.
in the back like that, bro?
Even Ross hired Mike.
Jason Sarni told you he screwed the pooch in 2017.
And Jason speaks for all of
He
us.
drafted Charles Harris, Batman.
Okay, what did Neil Driscoll? What did Neil Driscoll tell you yesterday in the same space, Cap? Because he told you exactly
Who is
what I
Neil
told
Driscoll?
you. Well, Neil Driscoll has more followers and everything. So if you want to go by followers, go ahead with that, Cap. Why don't you go with that?
Neil
And Charles
Driscoll.
Harris still in the league.
Hold on.
Charles
He
Harris
wants to
still in
sit
the
there
league.
and say about Brian Flores, right? The first time head coach. Did you know that Chris Greer and Brian Flores' family go way back even before he was in the
Way
NFL?
back.
Right? Chris Greer and Brian Flores' family are close. They were close.
And they fell off. And it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter.
Bro, I can't believe Batman's making shit up, bro. I can't believe you're lying like that, Batman, bro.
He's not lying,
shit
Cap.
up.
Stop it.
How am I making shit
Stop
up, Cap? Everybody's told you this. You're the one that has this. You and Pete want to spin a narrative.
Bro, Jason
There's no
Sarni
spinning,
told
bro.
you in your
I don't
face
care.
yesterday,
Three
bro.
people
Why
out
you
of
gotta
a-
lie like that,
Three
bro?
people out
Just
of a
because you
thousand-
look
a
bad
thousand
doesn't mean you have to
people.
lie, bro.
Three
Go.
people, Cap.
Yeah, okay.
Compared to
Yeah.
thousands telling you otherwise, Cap.
Yeah, like I said, y'all can move the narrative and move the goalposts and
Three
use
people.
whatever
Three
excuse
people.
y'all
Cap.
want.
Three people.
This is
You,
so
Peter,
silly.
and Jason, compared to thousands and thousands of fans that are telling you otherwise, Cap.
Well,
You want to believe
well,
those other
Jason Sani knows more than you, Batman. He told you yesterday, bro.
He knows more than
Cap,
me.
let me talk real quick.
Chris Greer know more about, and Chris Greer know more than you, Cap. So why you don't believe Chris Greer?
Here, let me talk real quick. Actually, Chris Greer does not know more than me, so that's not true. But here, let me talk real quick. It doesn't matter when he started.
I can't believe this
still
man is
screwed
lying,
us
and they
every
put you in
single
the back
time
while
that
he's
he made a
lying.
decision.
What kind of shit is that?
He's made the wrong decision every time he's made a decision. Come on, like it doesn't matter how long he's been here. He still made the wrong decision every time he has a chance to go one or the other. He chose Tyreek Hill over AJ Brown. That was the worst decision I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God! Get the
Oh
fuck
my
out of
God.
here with that bullshit.
Really?
Yes.
What's second in the
We would have saved. We would have saved
would've
money
saved
and
money.
had a complimentary receiver to
What the-
Waddle
what
instead
in
of
the
having
freaking
And we
two
could have
Waddle.
signed Dalvin Cook
What?
still.
Batman, I'm sorry for cursing, but can I curse, please?
Dude, we got kids listening. School doesn't
Okay.
start till Thursday.
Okay, fine.
Monday.
What
It starts
in
on
the
Monday.
blue heck?
No, here it starts in Pompano on Miami and
Oh,
Pompano.
This dude brought up Tyreek
Oh,
Hill.
Miami
This
is
dude
Robert is
brought
Monday.
up Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
That's saving
Tyreek Hill
money.
or
And I
AJ
guarantee
Brown.
this
AJ
man
Brown.
can't tell me.
You can curse.
should've
Just
signed
keep
AJ
it to a
Brown.
minimum. Keep
You
it to
should
a
have signed
minimum.
AJ Brown.
I guarantee you.
What
I
the
guarantee
fuck
you.
are
He
you
cannot
talking
tell
about?
us.
Bro, why can't you guys do basic math, bro? He's been here for
We would've
6+
saved
years
money.
as GM, bro.
We would have saved
He
money.
was
What are you
not
talking
He's been here for 18 years, buddy. He's been here for
He
18
was not
years.
in full control.
Bro, you guys don't want to look up the Dolphin Almanac. You guys don't want to do the math.
We would have saved money
I
and
can't
draft
help you
picks.
no more,
We
bro.
would have
I
saved
cannot help
money
you
and
no
draft
more.
picks.
I
We just
cannot
got
help
AJ
you
Brown
no more,
instead.
bro.
With
Hey,
Tannenbaum
this
and
man,
Diggs.
this man brought up Tyreek Hill.
Stop
and
using
said we
Tannenbaum
could've
as an
saved
excuse.
money.
2017 was all Greer.
Money.
Let me
All
Saved money
Greer.
and
That's a
draft
AJ
fact,
Brown.
bro.
We could've saved money.
Vice President of
But
Football
I guarantee
Operations
you,
or General
this
Manager.
same man cannot tell me.
And that
this
same
same man
sentence is
cannot tell you
he's
who is the
part of
highest
player.
salary cap person this year on the Dolphins. Who's making the most money on the? Who's the highest salary cap hit on the Dolphins this year?
That's not what we're
And-
talking
and
about.
it's not
Nobody
Tyreek.
cares about that.
It's not Tyreek.
It doesn't matter. We would have still saved money if we got AJ Brown instead of Tyreek.
Little bro, see how they do that, bro? They don't want to answer the question, so they mute you, bro.
He's at 40. He's at 40 million. Right?
I mean, we would have saved draft picks and money.
Tyreek is not the highest salary cap
He's
guy
younger.
on the team this
He's
year.
younger.
Emmanuel
hold on.
Ogbar is
And he's
making the
bigger
most
than
money this year.
Wait. Agba's
Emmanuel
at 17.
Ogbar has the
Agba's
highest
at
salary cap
17.
hit this year.
Agba's at 17 and a half, right? Salary cap. But Tyreek's this year.
Bro, Batman, I can't believe you're lying like that, bro. I can't believe you're lying like that.
We've already moved on. We've debunked you like 100 times.
Big-
We're not gonna go back to that, Cap. We're not
Big
going
Nick
back.
is missing the big picture. I mean, he's just looking at it in the small point of view when he's not looking at the big thing. I mean, it is what it is.
This is the big picture to talk. Big Nick
He is.
spot on about it.
We would have
know
saved
I
money.
am.
We would have saved
Brown
money
and
and
Tyreek
draft
Hill.
picks.
Alex,
would've
do
saved
yourself
money
a
and
favor.
draft
Look at the Dolphins Almanac from 2016,
Oh my
bro,
God,
and read the
Cap.
whole damn thing. Don't read to your liking, bro. That's not right, bro. That's not facts, bro. That's a hidden
Let it go.
agenda,
We
bro.
off of that, man.
You gotta be truthful, bro. You have to be truthful when you're on these platforms, bro.
Hold on, Cap.
Come
Hold
on,
on,
man.
Cap.
Come on, Cap.
Hold on,
Come
Fred.
on,
Hold
man.
on, Fred. I want to start with Big Nick. Big
Okay,
It's
I
about
see what you're
facts, not
saying.
emotions, bro. You have
Hold
to be
on.
factual here, bro.
Big Nick. Let me
I
ask you a
see
question.
what you're saying, Big Nick.
What
I
is
see what you're
higher,
saying.
a
Emmanuel
vice
Ogba is the
president-
highest contract.
Right.
Vice president of football operations or a general manager? Which
But
is
who
higher?
cares who's the highest
what?
contract? We
The
would have
what?
still saved money if we
Who
got
has
AJ
the
Brown
final?
instead.
Who
That's
Hey,
what I'm
respect the
trying to
panel,
say.
man.
Vice president of football operations or a general manager?
Yeah, because Tyreek
It depends on the
restructured.
organization.
We're talking about general manager, bro. And you're
Depends on the
overlooking that just to
organization.
fill your narrative, bro.
It depends on the
2016 is more than 6 years, bro. But you guys don't want to do the math because you look stupid.
Tannenbaum had full control.
Stop
over
mentioning
Chris Greer.
Tannenbaum. Stop using that scapegoat, bro.
Oh my God, bro!
Scapegoat.
There's no scapegoat about it. Why don't you look back at everything that happened 2016?
If you look at the damn Dolphins index, it tells you 2016 as
Alex,
GM.
Let him
GM is
argue.
what we're debating.
Let him argue by himself. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that Tannenbaum.
Batman,
was
stop
the
it, bro.
decision.
You're
He
lying.
doesn't
You're
understand.
lying,
That's
bro.
fine.
You're
That's
lying,
fine.
bro.
He doesn't have to
Batman,
understand.
you're lying, bro.
He just
And
reads
that's
the
sad,
GM
bro, that you
title.
have
He
to
just
lie
reads
like
the
that,
GM
bro.
title, and that's all he reads is the
Bro,
GM
Jason
title.
Sarni
Nothing
knows
mouth.
more than you told
That's
you in
it.
your face
That's
yesterday,
it.
bro.
Yeah, he told me in my face. That's right.
Come
Adam.
on,
That's
man.
right.
Come on, man.
What happened yesterday
Come
with
on,
Jason
man.
that I missed? What happened
right.
with Jason, man? I missed.
So the question was brought up. Cap likes to bring up only what he wants to bring up. The question was
Batman,
asked.
but
hold
Batman,
on,
who
Plutarch,
cares
I'm gonna
when
put you in the back too. I'm gonna put you in the back too. Apparently, Cap cares. It's not that who cares. Cap cares. Apparently, it's an issue for him. And we've been telling Cav for 5 years that he's wrong, but he still wants to bring it up every single week.
But why does it matter what year he came in?
He wants because he wants to give credit like to Charles Harris, garbage players. He wants to give that to Greer. Greer scouted.
Greer screwed us. Greer
in the league.
He's made the wrong decision every year.
Greer might have scouted Harris and or somebody else, but he wasn't the ultimate decision maker. Tannenbaum was. So at the end of the day, the credit of drafting and picking and getting the guys started in 2019.
He couldn't even cut. Chris Greer's contribution during that time was contract negotiation.
This is my point, though. This is the point that I'm trying to make.
He couldn't even cut a player.
We had the opportunity last year to either get trade for Tyreek
Jason
Hill.
Sarney told you 2017. Right? Greer took over. What part of that don't you understand? 2017.
What did Neil Driscoll tell you, Cap? Do you forget about that one?
Bro, Neil was agreeing with him.
Neil Driscoll,
Batman, you look bad, bro. You look really bad right now, Batman. Stop
2019.
Batman, stop it, bro. You put me in the back too loud, bro. That's messed up, bro.
Told you 2019.
Freaking Driscoll told you in your face,
You just want to bring up what Sarney brought up, but Neil told you 2019.
Driscoll was there. They both told you in your face.
He told you 2019, Cap. He told you 2019.
He started drafting 2017. Stop it.
He was the GM in 2017. He was the GM in 2017.
Okay, he selected that whole draft, which was garbage.
Hey, Cap.
He wasn't the final decision maker, Cap.
Hey, Cap. Who you think gave Jay Cutler that $10 million, Cap?
I can't believe you put me in the back and started lying, Batman.
Cap, because you're lying.
Who do you think gave Jay Cutler $10 million?
Adam Gase. Mike Tannenbaum. Oh, Mr. Softy.
Who signed off on that and allowed it?
Who do you think?
Tannenbaum.
Who do you think gave Ndamukong Suh? Who do you think gave Ndamukong Suh $103 million?
No, that was Greer. That was Greer, Cap.
Who do you think gave Ndamukong Suh?
That was Greer. Hold on, no, that was Greer. Greer's
no,
the one that
who's Charles Harris, Batman? Why you never want to answer that question? Why you never want to answer that question, bro?
Greer was the GM. Greer was the GM in 2017, so it was Greer.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Now do the math. Do the math between 2017 and now.
Tannenbaum worked that contract. That was Tannenbaum signing.
Man, Big Nick, stay out of it, bro. You are so lost right now, bro. I know you have the intention, but you're not coming over here factual, bro.
He just brought up a point. He literally just brought up the point.
Bro, you guys keep bringing up Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum ain't got nothing to do with this.
Hey, turn your mic down, man, because I think you know your mic is overshadowing everybody. So cut it out, Cap. Let everybody else say what they got to say, man.
Incredible, Cap.
Hey, Batman, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just telling you, you guys are wrong.
All right, so I get what you're saying about Dalton Reisner.
Hold on, we got an echo.
There's an echo.
Somebody got YouTube on. There we go.
All right, thanks. I get what you're saying about Dalton Reisner, and I do really like Isaiah Wynn as our starting left guard. But my problem is that do you think Dalton Reisner could run this type of blocking scheme, this wide zone blocking scheme? Because I watched a terrible Broncos offense trying to run it with Dalton Reisner, and Dalton Reisner struggled a lot. So do you?
I've heard a lot of people say this about Dalton Reisner with the scheme that we have. Look, he's a football player first, right? And we made the mistake before with when we let go of was it Solomon Kinley, and it was because of a scheme fit, right? I understand.
But Solomon Kinley hasn't done anything after. Maybe you're okay.
But did it justify us cutting him?
I mean, I thought we should have kept him as extra debt. But if who did we keep instead of Solomon Kinley?
Robert Hunt.
Liam Eichenberg.
No, Robert Hunt.
Well, no. Liam Eichenberg was a starter. So Robert Jones. So would you rather had Robert Jones or Solomon Kinley?
Oh no, of course. Robert Jones has been very
okay. So that's why I didn't mind us cutting Solomon Kinley, because that's probably who we kept instead of Solomon Kinley.
Let me look.
You guys think we didn't keep him because of his play, or because he could stay at the cafeteria?
I mean, I thought he played pretty decent in the preseason, but I also thought he wasn't a scheme fit at all.
We were told
the problem with Kinley is that he was overweight too.
Yeah, that's always been his problem.
That was the thing.
Similar to Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton's always been out of shape.
The truth comes out, Cap. So this is something Big O has been telling you. That's why you believe it. Okay, S. Harris. I appreciate it, S. Harris. Makes sense.
Oh yeah, he's a moderator over there. I think he's a moderator. I see him all the time.
No, my bad, Cap. I didn't know that you were just quoting Big O. My bad.
Wait, Big O didn't even say that. Big O was. What? Big O never.
I thought Big O was saying that Tannenbaum was behind
Alex,
the
that's
scenes
what they do,
before
and they look
2019.
stupid, and they want to try to make you look dumb because they know they got their facts wrong, and they want to try to make me look bad. That's what they always do, bro. You should know that by now.
Hey, Big O was also on this
Big O
show.
ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. They're just bringing that up because they look stupid because they don't want to bring up 2017.
Big O
Big O ain't got nothing to do with this. Just like Tannenbaum ain't got nothing to do with this, bro.
Oh my
Check
God!
this out by Big O. This is the hypocrisy.
Whoever's bringing up Big O, Tannenbaum, you need to stop it, bro. They didn't draft Charles Harris. Stop it.
This is the Big O's problem right here. This is hypocrisy. Big O.
2017.
He was just criticizing a team for giving a player $40 million, right? He was just criticizing a team for giving a player $40 million while he was out of the country to go see a rock band in another country. Big O spent money to leave the country to go see a rock band on the road, but he's criticizing the team for giving a player $40 million. Anybody don't see the hypocrisy in that?
No, because it was Metallica and a lot of other metal bands.
He left
a great show.
the country. He left the country to
Hey,
go
what
see a rock band.
does Big O have to do with Charles Harris being drafted?
What
You guys see
GM
what
was
you
the
guys do,
smart
bro?
one? What GM was the
You
smart
guys
one
look
that
bad,
passed on Herbert
and you try to make me look bad.
and decided to
Batman,
pick
I thought
Tua
we moved. I thought we
over
moved
a
Right.
Herbert?
You see this
With
shit,
me.
bro?
I don't care,
Cap,
bro.
why
I'm
you
done
bringing
with
this
Greer,
up
bro.
for?
Greer has been GM. I don't care what
Oh,
Big
God.
O says.
Here we go
I don't
again.
care what Neil Driscoll says.
Here we go
I don't care
again.
what anybody tells me. I am a Miami Dolphin fan. I have been following my
No, you're
team.
not. That's
If you
questionable.
go
That's
onto the
questionable.
website, it clearly says he's been
Big
GM
Nick.
since January 4th, 2016. I don't care if he shared position with Mike Tannenbaum. Mike Tannenbaum was on his way out. That's why Greer was
That was
elevated.
2018.
He
That was
had more power.
2017, 2018.
Bingo,
Bro.
bingo.
That was
That's
2018.
it.
That was
Batman, do
2018.
your research more,
That was
bro.
2018.
That's
That was,
it.
you're talking about the 2018 season. That's what you're talking about, Pete.
Hold
the
on,
2018
hold on.
season.
It
Hold
doesn't
on.
matter.
Cap and Pete, I'm gonna
The
take
only
this
reason
right now.
Tannenbaum was on his
Do
way
your
out.
research. You're better than
The
that,
only
bro.
reason Mike
You're better than that,
Tannenbaum.
Batman. Stop
The
it.
only
Let
reason
me
Mike
talk.
Tannenbaum was on
Let
his
me
way out
talk.
because he was still working for the goddamn Jets. That's why.
If
he was
we
on
would
his
have
way
kept
out.
Mike Tannenbaum, we have Herbert today. Okay? We should have kept, and we continue
What
to
has
get rid
Herbert
of the
done?
wrong
What has
guys.
Herbert
Hold
done?
on. We
What has Herbert done?
continue to get
Absolutely
rid of
nothing.
the wrong guys. We got
Herbert
rid
is
of
a stat
Tannenbaum
stuffer.
to keep
That's all he
Greer.
is.
Look at this. Hey, look
Ain't a
at this.
bad
We
one
got
at
rid
that.
of Tannenbaum
Isn't
to
Herbert
keep
being
Greer.
paid $45
And
million
then
and not win a
we
playoff
got
game?
rid of Flores to keep Greer. Horrible. How do you get rid of Flores to keep Greer? One guy played football, the other guy followed his dad's footsteps.
You get rid of Flores because you know
Hey,
we
you
had
know
it
what?
too.
We had a top
I
6
tell you what,
offense the year after we fired Flores, Pete.
I tell you what.
You got rid
Hey,
of you got rid
And
of
we made the
Flores.
playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs with
You
Flores.
got you got
I tell
you
you
got
what,
rid of
Herbert
Flores
now that
because you
Flores,
got rid of
now that
Flores because you
Flores
know
is
you
the
had
head
it
coach
too, Pete.
again.
That's why you got rid of Flores.
Now
I
that
tell you
Flores
what.
is the head coach, what do you think the team is going to do this year? Cap,
Look,
Pete, what do you think Flores is going to do as
Bro,
the head coach
Alex,
this year?
to your point,
Look,
Alex,
look.
it's been more than 6 years that Greer's been GM. That was the original
Look.
point. So
Oh my
now you
God.
know.
Look.
That Cap.
Who said what has Herbert done? Who said what has Herbert done?
Cap. Listen to me very clearly.
Okay,
Mike
with Herbert,
Tannenbaum came on board in
we
2015.
wouldn't have had to
So
go
my
get another
question to you,
year.
Alex,
Hold
again,
on.
is what
Hold
general
on.
manager that hasn't
Mike
done nothing
Yo,
in
Tannenbaum.
hey,
6
there's a
years?
lot of background noise. There's a lot of background noise.
Mike
Somebody got background
Tannenbaum
noise.
came on board in 2015. Stephen Ross brought him in because him and Stephen Ross were friends. So Stephen Ross brought in Mike Tannenbaum in 2015. Okay, he gave Adama Katsu that $100 million contract. Okay,
Mhm.
fast forward to 2016.
By the way, we
Chris
were still paying for that contract till 2020, man. That Dominican
Yes.
contract.
Chris Greer gets hired as the GM. He gets the mark as the GM, but he doesn't get final say on the roster.
Facts.
Okay? Tannenbaum and Adam Gase were the final say on who stays on the roster.
Now go into 2018, Alex. Now jump to 2018. What happened in 2018? Started from the beginning and what ended in 2018.
2018, the beginning is this. Tannenbaum is still on in 2018 from the beginning. Fast forward to the end of the season. Tannenbaum gets fired at the end of the 2018 season.
Therefore,
after Gates put
hang on, let him finish. Therefore, what happens at the end of 2018? What happens going into 2019 early season?
Going into 2019, Chris Greer gets the keys to the entire organization.
Thank you.
Making final decisions on who stays and who goes.
Let me go ask somebody else. Let me go ask somebody else when the facts are being put out for you, Cap. And I didn't even throw Cap out. He left. Cap literally just left because he knew he was wrong. Look at that.
You know what?
Hey, Pete, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. He hires Brian Flores because him and Flores were friends. Him and his family were friends for years. Okay? He tears down the entire roster.
Bro, Alex, you're not right. Only because Batman is saying you're right. You can believe it if you want.
That's it. He just gave you the exact timeline. He just broke down. He broke down the timeline. That's the timeline. That's really the timeline of everything that happened.
So hold on. So Greer gave Adam Gase, a first-time head coach, is what you guys told me.
No, that's what Alex said. That's what Alex said. That's what Alex said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No. Hang on, Pete. Let me reiterate. I never agreed to this Adam Gase nonsense that I'm hearing for the first time in my life today. But
why didn't you check it?
I did. I told Alex I don't know about that. But my thing is, regardless if the Adam Gase shit is real or not, Pete, regardless if it's real or not,
bro, that's buffoonery.
Greer was the final say. He was either number 2 or number 3 when it came to final decisions, Pete.
Let me ask you something.
You guys, wait. You guys,
hold on, Batman.
You guys, no. I've waited. Wait, you guys are missing a very important part, Batman. And Alex, you didn't explain this part. At the end of 2017. Adam Gase, the snake that he is, went to Stephen Ross. He bypassed Chris Greer and he bypassed Tannenbaum, and he tried to become the president of football operations and get rid of all of those guys. And it caused the Civil War. And that is when Mr. Ross said enough. Mr. Ross said enough. Tannenbaum, you're the president. Gase, you have final say over the roster, and Chris Greer, you're the general manager. You handle my contracts. That is what happened.
Hey, Pete, let me ask you a question.
Everybody's welcome.
What up, Todd?
You really think if Tannenbaum didn't get fired, Herbert would be our quarterback? Herbert would be our quarterback.
Oh yeah, if he would have stayed, Herbert would have been our
quarterback.
Why?
Was to be nice.
Guess what?
Resign was to be nice.
Because that right there says Tannenbaum had the power over Greer.
I said if we would have kept Tannenbaum over Greer instead of
moving
off of Tannenbaum, they should have got rid of Greer.
No, I'm saying
an organization does not work well with 2 general managers. It's just like a team with 2 good quarterbacks. No quarterback.
And that's why we got rid of one of them and kept Greer.
And we kept the wrong one.
I totally forgot about that.
We got rid of the one and kept the one that gave us the top 5 roster.
Mike Tannenbaum also gave Ryan Tannehill an extension. I totally forgot about that too.
We had 2 offensive coordinators, so what?
Batman, I totally forgot about that too. Mike Tannenbaum gave Ryan Tannehill I think it was like a $60 million extension,
and Greer paid for Tannehill to land in Tennessee.
Hey,
mind you, we paid salary dead cap money the following year.
You remember Tannenbaum?
It was a rebuild.
Remember Tannenbaum brought in Mike Wallace too.
A horribly timed rebuild because we still haven't had a quarterback better than Tannehill here since.
We were going for Tua.
Name a quarterback that's been better than Tannehill since he left here. I bet you can't name a quarterback better than Tannehill since he left here. I bet you can't name a quarterback better than Tannehill since Tannehill left here.
Tua's been the best quarterback.
You out of your mind. Tua has been the biggest letdown this organization has ever seen.
Despite the concussions, despite what he had last year with the concussions, Tua has been the best quarterback we've had since Dan Marino, Pete.
Man, Tua is garbage.
No, he's not, bro. I just told you.
Name a quarterback better than Tua since Marino.
Dave the dude, you are completely wrong because the Jets overachieved with that roster. The only reason why they got there is because of that defense. Mark
Tua is garbage,
absolutely horrible in those.
And the Jets played the last place schedule last year.
No,
I'm starting to think. Hey, I'm starting to think this is not my bad, Fred. But I'm starting to think, to be honest with y'all, man, because I love y'all, but at the same time, this is the truth, bro. I'm starting to think We are the worst run franchise in the entire league, bro.
No, we're not.
Think about it.
No, we're not.
Losing draft picks. Can't pick the right guys. Can't develop
the
anything.
Cleveland Browns are. The Cleveland
Not
Browns.
anymore, they
Browns
are.
are. Not anymore.
Cleveland
They got
Browns.
Kevin Stefanski,
Cleveland Browns.
Deshaun Watson.
They've been doing good for the last 4 years, bro.
So you think
Baker Mayfield won a playoff game with them.
Cap is
You
back.
think the Miami Dolphins ran worse than the Arizona Cardinals?
Cap, we got some new news for you.
You think they ran worse than the Houston? You think they ran worse than Houston?
Hang on, Big Nick. Alex and Big Nick brought something to my attention that I completely forgot, Cap. And again, I'm not agreeing with what.
And if you want to get technical, Hickey was here also. That was 3 GMs at one point.
That's fine, Cap, and you're right. Let's get technical. We just did the breakdown, Cap. I don't know if you got to hear it, but Alex literally did month-to-month breakdown of the balance of power in Miami, and it's pretty nasty, Cap. I mean,
what team gets 3 general managers in the NFL, bro? Get the hell out of here.
Chris Greer was not a general manager when Hickey was here. Chris Greer was not a general manager when Hickey was here. He was the director.
You can say whatever helps you sleep at night, bro. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Anyway, what was the comment? What did the comment say? We brought it to his attention. What? Batman, what did we bring to that comment's attention?
Oh, that you brought the whole situation that at the end of the 20,
guys in the back.
The Gase was he went over Tannenbaum and Greer and wanted to become the president of everything to Ross at the beginning of the 2018 season, right? Beginning of 2018.
And he went to the wrong owner because that's the most loyal man in the NFL.
I mean, Flores tried to do that. Flores tried to do that with Greer. Remember when he went to Ross with the same thing.
I'm still tripping on Nick talk about Tua's been the best quarterback since Dan Marino.
What's your debate? Who do you think is better?
Who's been better?
Nobody. And we still haven't hit on it.
I'm not saying he's better than Dan Marino, but since then, who's been the best one, Fred? Who's been the best one? Jay Fiedler?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you.
Tua?
No.
Who do you think?
Name me another quarterback who was in MVP during the
Gus
season.
Farad. I mean,
I tell you.
Miller, who?
I tell you who could. Chad Pennington had a good year.
Okay.
Pennington had a real good year.
Mr. Fred. Name one other quarterback since Dan Marino who has been in MVP conversations during a season.
Zero.
Look.
Zero.
You're missing my point.
Zero.
You're missing my point.
Not even close.
We haven't had a good quarterback since Dan Marino, and we still don't have one, bro.
Name a quarterback who's 10 games over 500 since Dan Marino.
We still don't. We got a quarterback now that can't even play a whole season. And you got to
Fred.
Hold on.
No. Hypothetically, Fred.
Fred just said something right now. Fred just said something. Hold on, Fred. Hang on. Fred just said something. We haven't had a good quarterback, right? Since Dan Marino. That was what you said, Fred. But you acknowledge that the reason why you don't think Tua is good is because he gets hurt. But if you take the way about getting hurt, when he's on the field, is he good or not?
No, I have questions. No, I don't think he's good. He's not even good when he's on the field. Come on, bro.
Then that proves you can evaluate quarterbacks. Because that man's numbers were only second to Mahomes when he was playing last year.
He's not good when he's on the field, man. If you got to go out and spend millions of dollars like that for wide receivers, come on, man. Hold up. I don't know if he's good or not.
Hold up.
And I think it's the wide receivers. It's the wide receivers.
Okay, well, hold up.
Building up his stats, bro. Come on now.
What's up, Joe B?
So we can say that about Joe Burrow with his receivers. We can say that about Herbert with his, but they still didn't put up those numbers yet.
And running backs. They both had running backs too.
Yep, they both had running backs. You can say that about you can go back in the history and look at all the great quarterbacks. They all had great receivers.
Herbert's wide receivers aren't great.
They're Pro Bowlers every year. I don't know that.
One of them is a Hall of Famer. One of them is a Hall of Famer.
dude, you need to go back and learn some football before you come up with those facts.
What is it? 34 years old
what's the
now?
receiver? What's his receiver? What's Allen, right?
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. Prior to Herbert, prior to Herbert getting there, prior to Herbert getting to the team, to the Chargers, Keenan Allen was 3 years in a row 1,000-yard receiver. Like
he's a Hall of Famer.
And wait, what about Mike Williams on the other side?
And Mike Williams had 1,000 the year before that too, before Herbert even got there. Like it's like, what are we saying?
Okay,
when have we had that, Fred? When have we had? What's the last time we've had 1,000 besides Landry? And when we had it with Parker that 1 year, when have we been able to say that prior to this regime? When?
Well, Water had 1,000 first year.
Look, the quarterback now we have is not good, bro. It's not good.
Hey, Fred, let me ask you a question.
Good. We don't have a
Daniel
good
Jones is
quarterback.
better than Tua? Do you think Daniel Jones is better than Tua?
Do I think Daniel Jones is better than Tua? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Daniel Jones, bro.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my
God. I am.
Dude,
Wow.
Now this is what we say our fan base can't embarrass us.
Wow. Do you think?
I'm gonna put Daniel Jones over Tua, bro. Just by sheer athleticism.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I put him above Tua, man.
You see, Batman?
You know nothing about the quarterback position, so don't act like you do.
Todd and everybody. Here's the thing: people only see a quarterback that is 6'5".
And then you got to look at. Hold on. And then you got to look at. You got to look at those. And let's not throw out. Let's not throw out the defenses over there in the NFC East. Okay,
let's put it up for you.
Aren't trash, bro.
Let's put it up for
Them
Fred.
defenses aren't trash, all right?
Let's put it up for Fred.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Fred, I'm gonna tell you something right now,
Some of the
Fred.
best defenses,
If you had
some of the best defenses are over there in the NFC East. Okay.
Fred,
Come on, man.
Fred, I agree with you. I'm taking Daniel Jones all day. Don't listen to these souvenirs like that. But you know who else? You know who else will take?
Hold on,
Jones over Tua.
Pete,
a million. Hey, if you have, hold on,
Alex.
If you have 1 million elementary kids watching Tua and Daniel Jones throw the ball next to each other, all the kids are gonna say, "Give me Daniel Jones."
I just said exactly.
Give me
what I
all Daniel Jones.
It is what you just said. It is what you just said.
Yes.
And you know what? You do have
6'5",
that. And Pete,
230 pounds, and throw the ball out the stadium, and you automatically think that guy's a great quarterback.
And Pete, you belong with that elementary, mindset.
I'm just saying.
You're right there with them.
But I want to throw some stats at your ass.
Just saying.
For a second, okay?
Please, you don't have to. It doesn't matter to them.
Oh, by the way, hey, hold on, real quick, Alex, before I forget, because I see Mudbone. Mudbone, I was able to get you a Jaden Phillips autograph, 8x10, for the donation you did on Steven's show. Shout out to you. And I'm gonna send you a Salvin. I believe I still have a Salvin Op Med. I'm gonna send you that too, Mudbone. I'm gonna get your info from Jason Sarney. I'm gonna send that out to you.
Okay. Yep.
Bro, let me tell you like this. Let me say this.
And everybody that's still pending on everything, I'm gonna send everything to y'all.
Hold on. You put two over there in the NFC East with them defenses, bro. It's all over for two. I'm gonna tell you like that.
Fred, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I want to throw some stats at your ass for a second, okay? In 17 games, Daniel Jones threw for 15 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions. Okay?
With receivers that he was working with that you don't even know their names.
Do you know what that is?
I'll be right back.
That's like
name the receivers he played with. Name the receivers he played with, Alex.
Did you just not hear what I said with the Cowboys defense and Phillies defense? Top 5 in the damn NFC. Bro, what do you want from Daniel Jones, bro? Come on, give him weapons too.
But what about
Fred?
Come on, man.
Fred.
What about
Fred? Are you Fred? The AFC East. Fred, the AFC East has the toughest defense. The Bills, Patriots, and Jets.
God.
Come on, man.
This is crazy talk, boy.
And you wonder why all the quarterbacks struggle in the NFC East.
I'm saying, Fred. What I'm saying is the AFC East, our division, has a better defense against the NFC East.
No, it doesn't. No, it don't, Pete.
Yeah, it does.
That
Yes,
NFC
it does.
East, that NFC
Bro.
East defense, that NFC East defense, Pete, they're all
The
tough,
Giants,
man. They're all
no,
tough.
I agree. The Giants, Cowboys, and Eagles have a good defense. They do, all three of those. But at the end of the
The
day,
Giants got a good
the
defense.
Bills were top 5, the Patriots were top 10, and I'm just saying, the Jets, they're going to be top 10 too. So I think the AFC East with those 3 teams have a tougher defense than what the NFC has.
Okay. Okay, and two was 3-1, just the Patriots. We say
where would we be picking?
Nah, Tua has never lost. Tua has never lost to Bill Belichick.
Pete got us picking number 1. Fred, where you got us picking at this year?
I don't. Where do I have us doing what?
Pete got us picking number 1.
Don't put that on me. I don't have us picking number 1. Who told you that lie?
Come on, man.
We're number 1 in what? In what?
In the draft, where are we picking at?
Hey, Batman, I got to go back to work. Thank God. I'll be listening, but I can't stand some of this.
Where are we picking
Yeah, I
at?
know.
No, you got to stay here and take this like me and Papa Paul do.
Hey, man.
Why
don't they just talk?
Where does the Miami Dolphins pick in this year's upcoming draft?
Go along, get along. That's what Todd wants. He wants go along, get along. Everything is great. All the passes are awesome. We love this team. We're going to the Super Bowl. They want all the hopium up in this fan base that's not even selling. That's why they leave.
All right, Nick. I'm gonna say I have us picking somewhere around 9th and 10th, man.
Somewhere around 9th and 10th.
9th or 10th,
Wow,
yeah.
9th and 10th. Okay.
So you're saying there's 22 NFL teams better than the Miami Dolphins?
That there are 22 teams better than the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
No, not 22. No.
Well, you just said
22,
10th,
man.
9th or 10th.
Well, all right. Well, what? Look, man, I'm just telling you guys, man. Look, this quarterback, from my eyes, man, is just extremely lacking, bro. In my eyes, extremely lacking.
There's 22 NFL teams that's better than the Miami Dolphins.
And everything it takes to be a quarterback, he's lacking. And if you want to go with that, he's accurate. Please, man. 29 quarterbacks in the NFL are accurate.
Is Josh Allen one of them?
Yeah, he's one of them.
Is Lamar Jackson one of them?
I tell you,
is Lamar Jackson one of them?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's one of them because just for the simple fact that they're in the playoffs every goddamn year, man.
Is Daniel Jones one of them?
Can I ask you real quick, Fred?
I think that NFC East defense is a little too tough for Daniel Jones right now. He's still got some more going.
Is Dak Prescott one of them?
Can I ask one question here real quick? Can I ask you one question, Fred, real quick? Because I heard.
Yeah, ask me a question. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I just heard you say that this quarterback. I'm assuming you mean
he's trash. I said he's trash. That's what you heard me say.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Who's trash? Who's trash? What's up,
just like Lewis has said
Lewis?
many times as well.
Hey,
Lewis has said many times as well.
Can I just get my question out before you and Pete and everybody else start going crazy? Can I just get my question out? All right, thank you. Because I think again, Tua doesn't have the strongest arm, but I believe he can make every throw that this league needs you to make. I just want to, because assuming I know Pete and Fred, they think that every throw from a quarterback should just be perfect and on the money. If I send a clip, Fred, right now to Batman, and Batman on Twitter can pull it up and play it on his channel, right? Would you come out and admit that it was a bad throw and that Justin Herbert can't make every throw in the league? Would you, if I do that right now, would you come out on this panel and say,
look, man, because you're going to show me you're going to show me
one play.
You're going to show me one completion, bro.
Yes or no?
Come on, man.
It's a simple question, yes or no. Because all I know is Justin
I
Herbert
answered the question. Yeah. Show me the clip. Show me the clip.
Hey, Fred, all I'm saying is, Fred, Justin Herbert has one of the strongest arms this league has ever seen. and his wide receiver in practice, right? In practice, his receiver had to do basically a whole 360. It looked like he was catching a punt. That's what it looked like. I don't know if he runs, that's a route concept of how they run routes in the Chargers, but I don't never believe a receiver has to do a 360 turn around to catch
Send me
the
the
ball
video.
like
send me the video, Lewis. I saw it this morning. But
you care about that, Fred?
You got Tua signing autographs for Texas.
When they start talking about Herbert compared to Tua, when they start talking about Herbert compared to Tua,
you got Tua signing autographs for Dolphin fans, Texan fans, everybody wants Tua picture. Everybody, look at this. Everybody, Fred. Everybody wants one. How many people did this for Chad Pennington, Fred? How many people did this for Chad Pennington?
The reason I brought up that question, Fred.
Dan Marino never did that. Trust me, I know.
Because I heard you, Fred, say that this quarterback is deficient. He can't make all the throws, and I'm not here to debate that.
He can't do a lot of things normal quarterbacks do, bro.
He says he's not here to debate that with you. He said he's not here to debate that with you. You know what that means?
I'm not here to debate that with you, Pete. Hold on, you don't got to answer for me, Pete. I'm answering. I'm not here to debate Fred and his opinion on Tua. All I'm here to do is, again, I'm the only one in this damn community that asks for everything to be even. I want the same energy for everybody, whether it's Tua, whether it's Josh Allen, whether it's Austin Jackson, whether it's Liam Eichenberg. I don't give a damn who it is. I just want everything to be equal. So if Fred can come out here and say that Tua can't make every throw in the league, if I show him clips of other quarterbacks that he be saying that are guys, right, that he says that can make every throw, I just want to know if Fred stands up to be a man of his word.
I found the video, Lewis.
If Fred can say that was a horrible throw and that Justin Herbert can't make every throw. That's all I'm asking.
I'll definitely say that.
I got the video. I got the video of the throw.
Yeah.
I got the video of the throw. And it wasn't even hard to find. It's breaking the internet right now.
I'm not going to do Herbert like that and say he's God, man. And you know his passes aren't behind and over and shit like that. But you know he's just more consistent.
Here you go, Fred. Here you go, Fred.
All right, go ahead.
Stop talking, Fred.
This is what it says. It says if Tua ever had a deep throw that a man had to slow down and backpedal to catch like a punt, every single outlet would report it and call it a noodle arm. But Herbert doesn't get that.
That's a fact.
Herbert doesn't get that.
Let's play this video and you tell me if this
Herbert compared to Tua, he's a noodle arm. And that's the fact. What are we looking at here? And he threw a bomb downfield and the receiver caught it like that. So his question,
what is that?
I was backpedaling.
His question mark.
He was completely facing the quarterback.
Hey, Fred, you see this? You see this, Fred? Like if a weak arm is his concern. Like
I don't even know
they make themselves look like this.
They never played, man. They never played. They don't understand. They don't understand.
I want to know when the game situation is.
They want to talk about keep the same energy.
I don't even know why you dug that up, man. I don't.
If you want to keep the same energy,
I don't know why you
better
dug that
start
up.
talking about quarterbacks on the energy of Tua's level.
He's supposed to run under the ball. The ball should be over his shoulder. He should be running under.
I don't even know why you dug
hell
that
you
up.
brought this dumb clip for.
This man was literally standing. This man was standing. This man was standing still for that pass, and then he had to backpedal for it.
He can underthrow receivers all season. It won't matter.
Let me tell you something.
Isn't a weak arm.
Hold on. With that pass right there, Herbert just flicked that out there, bro. That ain't even a hard throw from Herbert, bro. I can tell that just looking at that, bro.
Why are we even discussing? Why are we even discussing?
That'd take Tua's whole arm, legs, and goddamn hip to throw that, bro.
Hey, Fred, can anybody else talk on this panel, Fred? Can anybody else talk?
Yeah, they could talk, man, but you asked me the question.
Okay, Fred, but how long did it take you to answer? Now let me ask you another question.
Well, I had to give you a couple answers, man.
Can I ask you another question then, Fred?
Yeah, ask me again.
You've watched the NFL for years, right?
Yes, I have.
How many wide receivers run backwards to catch the ball?
Allegedly, he what?
Oh my God, man.
I just want to know.
Are
I
you
just want to
kidding me,
know
man?
how many
Hey,
wide
bro.
receivers, Fred. I answer the question. How many receivers you know that run backwards to catch a football? How many
Bro,
receivers you know?
I've seen plenty of wide receivers turn around
Every time they're
backwards and catch
standing in the
passes,
end
bro.
zone and they catch a
Plenty,
touchdown in
bro.
the end zone with their back.
Come
Okay,
on, man.
all right, I know.
Hey, man, where you
In
going
the
with
end
that,
zone.
man? Are you serious about that tape? About that
Did that
what
look?
you showed me, bro?
Hey, did
Come
that
on,
look
man.
like an
Come on,
NFL
man.
route to you, friend? Did
Come
that
on,
look
man.
like a guy that was running a route, Fred?
Come on, man.
Any normal situation
Please,
game,
man.
that would have been a pick six.
You a simple
Yep,
question,
that would have
Fred.
been a
I'll
big
tell you
six.
what.
Yeah,
I'll tell
but you know what the problem? You know
I
what?
tell you what. Even though he did turn around and catch it, probably still wasn't a defender within goddamn 6 or 7 yards, man. Please, man.
Okay, no. Watch
This
this.
is
Hey,
good.
Lewis.
This is
No, we
funny.
did see
That
Herbert
helps your
underthrow a guy.
argument a lot,
Hey,
This
Fred.
is
That
funny.
helps your
This is
Lewis.
argument a
No,
lot.
it doesn't. No, it
Lewis.
doesn't.
Hey, hold on, Fred. Hold on. Lewis, we saw him turn around. He underthrew one. But more often than not, if you had to pick a quarterback and you would think who's going to underthrow the receiver more often than not, who are you thinking is
I'll
going to
take my
underthrow
chances
more
with the
often
guy
than
that
not?
doesn't throw
Pete
pick
don't even
interceptions in the
fall in
fourth
for that
quarter like
one
that.
throw, man.
I know,
Don't even fall
bro.
into that
I
one
mean,
I
throw,
take the
man.
guy. I take the guy
it
that
makes
led the
no
league in
sense,
air
bro.
yards.
Comparing
Come on,
I
a
man.
take
Come
the
on.
guy
Herbert
that
to
led
a
the league in
Tua.
air yards, Pete. Me personally, I take the guy that led the league in deep
All
balls
right,
and
hey
throws.
Nick, let me
Yeah.
ask you this.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask
You
you
notice
and
that
Nick
you can't
this.
get an
Hey,
answer,
hold on,
right?
Pete.
Because they don't
Hold on,
want to
Pete, before I
answer.
forget. Hold on, Pete, before I forget. Before I forget. Let me ask Lou and Nick this right here.
Oh, I
Who
got
do
a
you
question
think?
for Lou, too.
Listen, hold on. Who do you think's a defensive back are more likely to read their pass between these two quarterbacks?
Oh, Herbert, easy.
Oh, they're more likely to read Herbert's pass, huh?
Absolutely.
Damn, I mean, you know what, man? You ain't telling the truth, man. Get off
So you don't
the panel, man.
Fred.
You ain't
Fred,
telling the truth.
Fred.
Get off the panel, nigga.
Hey, Fred.
Get off the
Hey,
panel,
Fred. This is
nigga.
what people talk
Get off
about.
the
Hey,
panel,
Lewis.
Fred.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey,
Hey,
Get off
Lewis.
Fred.
the
Let me ask
panel,
you a
nigga.
question.
No, I'm not. You
Get
gonna let
off
me?
the
You gonna let
panel.
me? Come on, you address me,
Get off the
Fred. But this
panel,
is what
man.
people talk about with you, Fred.
Come on,
This is
man.
what. See, obviously you don't even know what you're talking about. Anybody knows Tua's superpower. Tua's
DBs are more
superpower.
likely to jump through
Tua's
his shit.
superpower.
Come on, man.
Tua's superpower is his
Fuck out of here,
anticipation,
man.
his accuracy, and his ability to manipulate defenses.
No, I'll
Those are
tell
his
you what his
superpowers.
I tell you what his anticipation is. His anticipation is just throwing the ball the fuck out there anyway. Whoever back there. That's his anticipation.
Nasty work.
He's figured out. He even said it on his latest interview today.
He's
Oh, I
figured
didn't know
out.
how that guy knew my
Let's
little
welcome
head
Cruz
move.
Ruiz. What's up,
He
Cruz?
said, I don't know how
What
that
it
guy
do?
figured out
What
my
it
little
do,
head move.
fellas? What it
Come
do?
on, Antonio.
That's
We
the
got
anticipation.
we got a new
That's the
narrative.
anticipation. Just
We got a
throw it
new
out
What
there.
narrative,
nonsense
Cruz.
did I walk into? What
We got a
nonsense
new
did I
narrative.
walk
We
Losing
got a
by
new
a
one.
mile
We
right
got a
now.
new
Welcome
one.
to the Fred and Pete show.
Fred and Pete show.
That's
We got
the
a new narrative,
anticipation.
Cruz.
The anticipation is just throw it out there and hope the motherfucker is there. That's the anticipation you talking about, bro. I ain't
Hey,
good with that.
all I know, Fred, and Papa Paul just said it, and this is no shot at you, Fred, because we all do it. But if we just come up here and we just scream over each other, the conversation, nobody enjoys it. So this, again, is not the Fred show. It's not the Pete show. It's not the Lewis show, for that matter. Let me throw my name in there because I'm not calling nobody out. But let's do a
Sorry
better
about
job.
that, Batman. Sorry about that, bro.
Let's do
you're
a
good,
better
you're good.
job of everybody just talking at once. Let's let everybody talk and
Yeah, I'll
we
do
can
that.
have a good, productive conversation. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hey, man,
Lewis,
y'all
you didn't
more-
answer his question that he directed to both of us, Lewis. He didn't answer that question. He said, which quarterback out of Herbert and Tua is the defense more likely to read?
Well, I would say based on what we seen last year, it would be Herbert because Herbert had more interceptions. I can just all I can go
I'm
on
gonna
is
tell
what
you
the
like
film
this,
has
man.
showed me.
All right, okay. Just don't forget the fact that Tua had 6 or 7 dropped. All right, 6 or 7 of his interceptions were dropped, and that's probably because the DB didn't believe that he threw this goddamn ball, and it surprised the DB. That's how I look at that.
Have you watched every other QB in
He
the
was
league
shocked.
to justify
exactly,
your little
Cruz.
fact that you have there? Come on,
And
bro.
that's exactly what I was going to say, Cruz. And that is very possible, Fred. I'm not going to debate you on that. That could be true that Tua could have had an easy another 5 to 7 interceptions. I'm not debating. But did you watch? I'm assuming you're a Dolphin fan. You're not a Charger fan, right, Fred?
No, I'm not a Charger fan at all, bro. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I'm also an I fan, bro.
Okay, and I would agree with that, Fred. Right? So we don't know how many dropped interceptions Justin Herbert had. Is it safe to say that, Fred?
Yep. Yeah, it's safe to say that. That's safe to say.
Okay, well then that's all I'm saying. So again, I'm not sitting here debating you that Tua could have easily possibly had 5 to 7. But who are you to tell me that Justin Herbert maybe didn't have 5 to 7?
Let me tell you this. Let me ask you this right here then. Let me ask you this right here, since you pairing Herbert to Tua or Tua to Herbert, or maybe I'm comparing them. Okay, when one of them is sacked, who's more likely to fumble?
Cricket.
That's not engaging that.
That's an easy answer. That's an easy answer.
That's an easy answer.
That's an easy answer. He fumbles one year and then the following year.
How about which QB was more likely to throw an interception and actually get a call?
Batman, if you can, look up career fumbles for Tua and career fumbles for Herbert. Come on, man. Can you do that?
No, I know Herbert has a lot of fumbles. I know that.
You ain't even got to look that up, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, we know
Somebody
Herbert
look that up. Career fumbles
has a lot of turnovers. No, Herbert has a lot of turnovers.
Are we talking about?
You know what I think is funny? You know what I think is funny in this whole situation? Hey, Fred, I'm assuming.
No, what's funny is, man, is y'all comparing Tua to Herbert.
Hey, Fred,
that is funny to me, Fred.
Come on, man.
Fred, I was just
and
talking.
And I'm a Dolphins fan. And I'm a Dolphins fan, man. I'm a Dolphins fan saying this.
Fred, you're doing it again. I'm talking and you're cutting me off. Again, Fred.
Because you ain't bringing nothing, man. You ain't bringing nothing.
You're not letting me talk.
You haven't brought anything either.
I'm asking you simple questions, bro. I'm asking you simple questions.
Answer you, but you don't shut up.
Come on, bro. Take you 5 minutes to answer the obvious, bro. 5 minutes to answer the obvious.
Answer.
5 minutes to give me the obvious question. The obvious answer. Come on, man.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done, man. Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, then sit there and learn something. Because let me ask you a question. Because it seems to me you posed that question just because Justin Herbert is a bigger quarterback, that he would be able to take those hits and Tua would fumble. I won't, again, not debate you here on size. Justin Herbert probably could take more hits than Tua. You know, there's another quarterback, even in our division, another one that I know you're in love with. Every time he gets hit, he fumbles, and that's Josh Allen. So this point that you're trying to make about, again, don't tell me that I'm using what you said. You make it seem like Tua gets hit and Tua's going to fumble. That's not the case. We see bigger guys, again, Josh Allen, just like every time the 2 times we played Josh Allen last year, actually 3 times that we played Josh Allen last year. Do you realize Josh Allen fumbled in all 3 of those games? You do realize that, though, Fred.
I do realize. Yes, I do.
You don't see that stuff. Nah.
Batman, this is some nasty work, Batman.
I do realize.
Batman, this is some nasty work.
I do realize.
Hey, when too many people talking, we can't hear anything. Too many people talking, we can't hear anything.
This is some nasty work.
Batman Lewis, listen. In the NFL, Herbert has 17 fumbles. Tua has 16. So, in the event of there's a sack, who's more likely to lose the ball?
Oh man, I'm gonna still say Tua is more likely to use the goddamn ball. You know,
this is what happened when we have a lack of intelligence. Because here's the question.
I take
100% uneducated.
Here's the situation with that. You're asking who is likely to get fumbled when you get sacked.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
Fred, you have to listen. You have to listen. No, Fred, I'm speaking.
Let me just ask
Fred, I'm in the middle of speaking.
Out of all the fucking quarterbacks in NFL,
who's like ignorance of these over-aggressive Negroes?
All right. Out of all the quarterbacks,
I'm getting text messages I'm getting text messages. Too many people talking.
Wait.
Again, Fred, here's the thing.
Why are we having this dumbass conversation
who's likely to
in the
get
first place?
fucking hurt when he gets fucking
The
sacked?
tiebreaker happens on the first week of the season.
That dude from Pittsburgh, quarterback from Pittsburgh, Fred, but you wouldn't know that.
So, Batman, I'm going to hold up my Twitter handle.
I don't watch Pittsburgh.
I don't even know who's everybody's talking right now. I don't know who.
Fred, calm down, bro. Let Bonjo talk. Let other people talk, Fred. God damn.
Again, Thank you, Louis, my good Hispanic friend. Again, these over-aggressive Negroes could be a little uncouth at times, but as you can see, I managed to compose myself from earlier this morning.
Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I'm a Negro. So what?
Again, just so uncouth and so uncivilized. So here's the thing: you were worried about getting sacked, but the question is, which quarterback is least likely to be sacked? That's what we should be celebrating. That our quarterback avoid sacks.
Man, you know, I ain't no goddamn ding, no ding, 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 ding. Y'all know what the fuck that is. Throw the goddamn ball in 2 seconds, no matter what. Who the fuck is out there? That's why
Fred,
he's like,
let me tell you something. People with facts, I am lost. Hey, Fred, check this out. Check this out. People with facts, pound the facts. People without facts, pound the table. You're doing a lot of table pounding, Fred.
The fact is, I'm watching games with my eyes, bro.
Can we talk about what's our strategy versus the Chargers?
Frederick.
Throw the ball in a second in the fucking half. Throw the ball in a second and a half, no matter who the fuck's out there.
Frederick, your ignorance is showing, my friend.
Oh my God.
So what?
I need you to calm yourself.
At least he admits it, man.
Your ignorance is showing, my brother.
Telling y'all what our quarterback is. Telling y'all what our quarterback is.
All right, Fred. Let's all have a conversation. Listen, everybody,
There's
I got
that damn
about
steamroller again. I'm talking about.
Let me see
Y'all,
what I got,
y'all
how much battery I got left in my
and
my
y'all
laptop.
complaining
Hold
about the goddamn driver of the steamroller, and y'all standing right there in front of it.
All right, I'm at 4%.
Shame on
I'm
all
at
you
4% on my battery on my laptop. I didn't even charge it.
My bad.
Plug your laptop in, man. You home.
I can't plug it in because then my mic won't be connected, so I can't plug it in.
My bad, Bob. My bad, Batman. Because
Batman, what kind of pawn store laptop you have over there?
So I have a MacBook, and unfortunately MacBooks
from the pawn store,
they only have one C cable, right? That's the only input that they have. So I either
what year is your laptop? What year is your MacBook?
It's the one from like 3 years ago.
Dude, because I'm looking at my MacBook.
AirPods? You don't have like wireless?
No, I have an Air. I don't have a Pro.
I do have an Air. It has 3 C cables too, actually, and a charger.
One. It only has
one.
one.
Actually, mine's is the latest one. Okay, I have the latest one.
You got the latest one. Come on, Monjo.
Hey,
so I got an adapter. I got an adapter where you plug in a C cable. But the problem is that I run the Roadcaster, which is like the thing that me and Steven use for the sound effects. That takes the same C cable. So I either have to plug in the Roadcaster or I plug in the laptop. I can't do both.
Brother, go do yourself a favor. Go onto Amazon.
I bought the adapter.
Find a C-caster splitter.
I have them. I have two, actually. I have two. But unfortunately,
I need you to do better.
It's this right here. I have two of them, and I got one plugged in, but unfortunately, it doesn't charge the laptop with it. Stupid.
God damn.
It has
to be the main power. Question. I want to ask you this question specifically. Well, I know you are. When it comes to tour, you're not a hater. You're not a hater. You're not an absolute believer. You're a wait and see guy, right? But let me ask you this final question about Herbert and Tua. Besides interceptions and touchdowns, what else is Herbert better than Tua in?
He has he's physically more gifted than Tua, to tell you the truth.
When it comes to football, besides interceptions and touchdowns, okay, and passing yardage, what is he better than?
How about reading the
field? Not a winner. Tua has more wins than it.
Did you say yard? What yard wins is a team sport.
Just want to
remind Fred he's wrong. How about reading the field? How about reading the field?
Want to remind Fred.
Listen. I'm trying to answer the question.
Because you talk yourself into saying that Garoppolo is better because Garoppolo has a better record. So
I'm trying to answer the question. For the love of God, I'm trying to answer the question.
I'm not saying
so really. So to be fair, I really can't answer that question honestly and objectively because I do not watch Justin Herbert that way. I do not watch Chargers games that way. I haven't done a whole evaluation of Justin Herbert. I just literally see what I see on highlights or the few Charger games I have seen. So I have more. So I have more optical data. So hold on, Fred. Jeez. Again, I have more. Again, I have more optical data on Tua because I watched 17 Dolphin games, preseason games, practices a year since he's been here. But again, Justin Herbert, from what I've seen him and what I saw in college, I just know of his physical traits. Just the obvious, right? But again, I can't sit there and say, okay, I have enough optical data on watching Justin Herbert to compare the two straight up like that. Just to be fair,
I'm gonna bring up
you
this
watch all
article. Shout out
17
to
games of the
JR
Miami
Black.
Dolphins. You say you watch all 17 games of the Miami Dolphins, but for people that don't know, we have to be 100 with these people, Vonjo. 100 out of those 17 games that you watch, at least 8 of them were spent watching Elandon Roberts. Let's keep it real. So you don't know what the hell. You don't know what the hell you would
Hey man, don't try my dog Crash Out Roberts, bro. I'm upset that he's not a Dolphin right now.
Roberts. You don't know what the hell Tua was doing.
I'm upset that he's not a Dolphin right now. Crash Out Roberts. Shout out to
quick,
him.
man, real quick. Hey, shout
Probably
out to
more than
JR.
that. In secret, he's watching more.
Shout out to JR Black. Again, my laptop's probably gonna die while I'm reading this, but JR Black, according to ESPN, August 14th, that was what, like 4 days ago. They put up their rankings of top 10 quarterbacks and different traits with all their traits and who they have ranked 1 through 10, meaning accuracy, arm strength, everything, right? And they did different breakdowns. Shout out to JR Black. He sent it to me on Twitter. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. We're gonna go through the article on ESPN. Again,
as long as it ain't from CBS.
It's not the gospel again, but this is just an article again. NFL Quarterback Council 2023 ranking top 10 quarterbacks by trait, right? So we're gonna go down. The first one is the arm strength. They're gonna go with Josh Allen 1, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert 3, Rodgers 4, Trevor Lawrence 5, Anthony Richardson from the Colts, the rookie 6, Jalen Hurts 7, Matthew Stafford 8, Lamar Jackson 9, Kyler Murray 10. This is just based on arm strength. They give you, based on why they consider Allen like that. You could go in through the article. We're gonna go to the next category would be accuracy. And we have number 1 Burrow, 2 Rodgers, 3 Mahomes, 4 Tua, tied with Herbert. With Tua's 4. Herbert's tied for 5th with Geno Smith. And
Don't laugh. Geno Smith had a great year last year. Don't do that.
He did. He had a hell of a year. But he's tied with Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, and Jalen Hurts. That's accuracy. We're gonna go to the next category. And that is touch. Not only it's about pass velocity or placement, how the ball gets there is also key. Successful quarterbacks need to master trajectory, which is fitting the ball in a tight spot with a zip or softly dropping it over a receiver's shoulder. They also need to throw the end with anticipation, leading a receiver into the catch and navigating defense's coverages. Number 1 is Burrow, 2 Rodgers, 3 Mahomes, 4 is Tua. Again, Herbert is tied for 5th, Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts. Trevor Lawrence at 7. Dak Prescott's tied again with 8 with Kirk Cousins, and then you got Jared Goff at 10. Let's keep going down. I think there's mechanics. NFL quarterbacks have so different throwing motions, but mechanics are still a big part of success. That includes the quarterback's throwing motion, arm slot, release, follow through, and footwork, among with other traits. Burrow's 1, 2 is Rodgers, 3 is Mahomes, 4 is Herbert. Tied for 5 is Dak and Trevor. 7, tied for 7, Josh Allen and Kirk Cousins. 2 is 9. Stafford and Jared Goff are tied for 10. Let me see. Let's see where they have any more categories. Field vision. Says, here's a look at the ability to read the field, include awareness, recognition when it comes to seeing defensive schemes, coverages, along with fast eyes to identify blitzers, breaking defenses' backs, and open targets. Will a quarterback audible out when he needs to, diagnosing and understanding different defensive looks and how quickly they get through his progressions? Does he get stuck on his first read too often and stare down receivers, making it easy for the defense, or can scan the field, make the defenses bite with his eyes, and then find the open receiver? 1 is Mahomes, 2 is Burrow, 3 is Rodgers, 4 is Josh Allen. 5 Herbert, 6 Jalen Hurts, 7 Trevor Lawrence, 8 is Tua, 9 is Dak Prescott, and 10 is Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford being a quarterback that Pete puts over Tua. I see Matthew Stafford trailing Tua in all these categories.
How did that get in there?
I'm sure. I don't want to answer.
From his days in Dallas when he was the number 1 ranked offense for 2 of the last 4 years.
There you go.
Because last year it was Mr. Interception.
Decision making with the football. This is one of the pretty straightforward: avoiding turnovers, protecting the ball, not taking unnecessary risks, and keeping an offense out of harm's way to lead better efficiency. Forcing a pass into double coverage or attempting too many low percentage plays could get you in trouble in a hurry. Strong decision making means fewer opportunities for the other team and likely more points for yours. Patrick Mahomes is 1, 2 is Burrow, 3 is Rodgers, 5 is Hurts, 5 is Herbert, 6 is Goff, 7 is Geno Smith. Kirk Cousins is 8, Josh Allen is 9, and Tua is 10. Tua he's still in the top 10 for decision making on this category. Despite me not agreeing, but he's still top 10.
Exactly. I don't agree with
Yeah,
you.
we ain't gonna sit up here and say what we don't agree with, because that'll feed the narratives on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's higher than that.
They don't got Tua on this list. This is complete level and toughness. Who has the most desire to win? Toughness rolls into it. Analysis looked at each quarterback's bounce back ability to resilience here, along with how well they can take a hit. Physicality is a big trait of the section too. Complete level also speaks to the quarterback's command of his offense, leadership qualities, and ability to deliver in the clutch. Simply put, you can never count out the players who made it to the top 10. So Tua's not on the list. You got 1 Mahomes, 2 Allen, 3 Burrow, 4 Hurts, 5 Herbert, 6 Stafford, 7 Prescott, 8 Rodgers, 9 Fields, and tied for 10 is Lamar Jackson.
Stop!
All right.
Whoever's doing that, stop. That's disgusting. People on here with you.
Oh, that was
What
me,
list
man.
is this,
That
Batman?
was me, my bad.
What list was that?
That was toughness, like taking hits and taking command of an
Oh,
offense.
taking hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
pocket presence.
I was gonna say 2 was on that list. Throw the whole list away.
All right, so pocket presence. Obviously, Mahomes is 1. Tied for 2 is
I'm
Burrow
actually
and
Justin Fields made
Rodgers.
that list.
4 is Herbert. 5 is Allen. 6 is Hurts. 7 is Dak. 8 is Tua. 9 tied for 9 is Trevor Lawrence and Lamar Jackson.
Wait, why would you say Justin Fields wouldn't be on that list?
On which one? Pocket
No, I
presence?
ain't say he wouldn't be on the list.
Toughness.
I'm just saying he made it. He's a tough quarterback. Should have been higher.
Oh.
So far, the only one I have a major gripe with.
This is the
the
one that
turnover
everybody
rate.
loves. The
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
rushing ability. This is the one that I know everybody loves, including Pete. Rushing ability. Obviously, many modern quarterbacks have the ability to contribute in the run game, and offensive coordinators are not looking to the quarterbacks for design runs and option reads more often, but also unscripted scramble runs. So whose speed, instincts, vision, elusiveness, physicality as a runner are the most impressive? Lamar obviously is number 1. Copied Vic. 2 is Hurts. 3 is Fields. 4 is Josh Allen. 5 is Kyler Murray. 6. Damn, they're putting Anthony Richardson already on this damn list. He's
I don't
6.
we haven't seen him in the NFL.
That's 2 lists already. He makes the top 10. Arm strength in this one. Daniel Jones is 7. Patrick Mahomes is 8. Justin Herbert is 9. Trevor Lawrence is 10.
Daniel Jones is number 7 over Mahomes?
Yeah.
Listen, Daniel Jones have literally fumbled with nobody around him.
Nah, he's an
running
athlete.
down the field by himself.
Like some?
He is an athlete. You
This
can't
is a
take that
list.
away. He's an athlete in the
It's a
same
list.
mold
The
as
reason
Josh
It's a
Allen.
list
He's
of
an
quarterbacks
athlete.
and different traits. Then they broke down top 10 in those traits.
Oh,
He is an
Second
athlete.
reaction,
I'll go-
ability. Tua didn't make this
After you
list
done.
either. But you do got Herbert tied for 5 with Burrow. Justin Fields did make that list too.
Well, the reason why Anthony Richardson is on that
That's
that
it.
last
That's
list
the article.
is because here's the thing. The Colts are doing a dishonor by starting Anthony Richardson right now.
What are you talking about? What do you?
Has to be determined.
No quarterback
because
works, man.
The reason why
No
I say
quarterback
that is
works.
because Anthony Richardson is not accurate at all. You know, he only
He
relies
needs
on the
time.
run.
I get what you're saying.
Neither
He
was
needs
Josh
time.
Allen.
He needs time, but they have. I mean, look, what do they have to play for? I mean, they gotta go for it. I guess.
I'm a Gator fan, so I could speak to Anthony Richardson. It's not an accuracy per se. It's he doesn't know when to put touch versus a fastball, and it's decision
Well, that
making.
too, yeah.
So those are the two things: touch versus a fastball, or decision making. That's what was his issues at UF.
He's not ready.
I remember there was
He's
another
not
guy
ready.
that had that, and I'm not even talking about Lamar Jackson, that had those same traits, but he grew into it and wound up getting MVP, and that was Cam. Cam would just break fingers every time he threw the ball when he first got in the league. If he couldn't fake you out running, he'll break your goddamn fingers when he's throwing the ball. So he figured it out.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Lamar Jackson didn't have touch. I was gonna say
No,
that.
I said I'm not going to include Lamar. I went back further to Cam. Cam was the
Yeah,
same
Lamar
way.
Jackson had touch in his balls, even at Louisville.
Listen, everybody, I'm at 1%. I'm at 1%. Much love to everybody, man. Fins up. I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna try to do another episode this week. All right,
Batman, welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back to the YouTube.
Quick question, Von Joe. Quick question.
Shake Money got episodes every night, man. So Shake's making it hard for me, man.
Shout out to Shake and
Better arm, Von Joe. Cam Newton or Michael Vick. Better arm. Stronger arm.
I'm gonna go with Vic.
I don't know,
Appreciate it,
boy.
Gerald.
Damn,
Appreciate
rip that thing.
Vic has some stronger arm than Cam.
I'm gonna go with Vic.
Damn, rip that thing, boy.
Vic has some stronger arm than
Michael Vick, that he wasn't even his arm; it was his wrist. He just flicked his wrist.
And that shit
he had
was
a pretty
going.
emotion, but he had a
And
pretty
that thing was
emotion.
going.
70 yards.
But Cam threw that. Cam.
Hey, Batman, listen, I appreciate you having an afternoon show, man. Shout out to you, man. Fins up.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate everybody. Much love, respect, and hit the like button on your way out, everybody. Much love. And if you guys go live tonight, I'll jump on the show. Appreciate it, man. Fins up. Everybody have a blessed evening.
Take that L.
Later, Batman. Later, guys.
New season, let's go. Y'all ready? Yeah. MCJB. Last year we was one and done, it's a new year, gonna be fun. Two a time, he be on the ground like the Florida sun, you know we gonna shine. Straight on water, go to catch the ball, then he break an ankle, make a plays fall. A-chain like the A-train, gonna run you over like a bang bang. Fins up, you know they put it on the show. 305, no Miami the home. Other teams, they be talking that talk all day, we the fit of the rock. New year, we running it back. Super Bowl year, we bringing it back. Dolphin Nation, it's a new team, we got Fangio with the new scheme. Legion of Zoom in the 305, this year we gonna be 5. Speaking the truth, I ain't telling a lie. Fins up till the day that I die. Every day I bleed aqua and orange, heating up like I'm feeling the lava. JB and I'm repping the Fins all day, cause we gonna win. Young Bucks got something to tell you. 7-2 was on top of the game. Cat Thomas, number 54, from the 305 to the Hall of Fame. New season, it's a new year. Mike McDaniel gonna win it all. Cheetah man with the water, they so fast, it's time to ball.
And this is just the starter. You haven't met the fall. Unless you played the Dolphins, that means you lost it all. That means your time is off. That means you're falling off. That means you've met the winner. I call them to or fro. Some of y'all win it and some of y'all buzzing. But really this year, none of that means nothing. Ramsey with the pick and Howard mean mugging. On the pick 6, we got 7, you got nothing. On the bigger scale, we're the only undefeated team. We make records, y'all chasing dreams. You chasing us, there is no other team. I'm talking 72, there is no 73. I'm flowing with JB, I won't forget MC. That means the mic controller, they ain't controlling me. 2023, Fins gonna win it all. Like a running back, they're running back for y'all.
Last year we was one and done, it's a new year, gonna be fun. Two a time, he be on the ground like the Florida sun, you know we gonna shine. Dead the water, gonna catch the ball, then he breaking ankles, make a players fall. A-chain like the A-train, gonna run you over like a bang bang. Years ago we was down bad, but this year we picking it up. Love my fans and I love my team, right to that, it's Fins up. Last year we was one and done, but this year it's Super Bowl. Gonna make it and we gonna win it, cause that's the plan and that's the goal. Fins up till my life finish, said it proud cause I really meant it. Other teams ain't got the speed, but it's all good, we got the schemes. This year we going far, aqua orange painted on my car. Other teams better watch out, cause the Miami Dolphins gonna ball out. Yo!